included assault, employing a weapon during a dangerous felony, and reckless endangerment. He was booked into Montgomery County Jail with no bond set pending arraignment. The victim was listed in stable condition by Wednesday evening. Prosecutors are still assembling the full sequence of events, but Etherly's own posts, his own live stream, and his own words to first responders are already in the record. The self-defense claim may be the last piece of content he ever produces, and for once, he doesn't control the edit. His name is Dalton.
Talk about the difference Coach Brown made and how he brought you all together. Talk about the difference Coach Brown made and how he brought you all together. Talk about the difference Coach Brown made and how he brought you all together.
Look, do y'all struggle with having to pull your pants up all day long? Maybe you have that no acetol. Maybe you got that belly that hangs over like I do, and you don't want to wear a belt because it constantly sticks you in your gut. Check these out. These are the buckleless belts made by Health. They're absolutely wonderful. Heavy duty, Velcro, elastic, good metal hook. Take it right here and hook it on your belt loop. Put the other one through the next belt loop and pull it tight. Check that out, y'all. If you need more than one, the good thing is they come in a pack of 2. They come in multiple colors. You can put one every time I go out to get lunch. He right behind me. What you eating for lunch? Can you buy me something? Meet me downtown. Tell me I cannot pay his phone bill every time I get paid.
Once you should have been.
Were you paying his phone bill?
Yes. While she was paying his phone bill and paying him back.
Every time I go out to get lunch, he right behind me. What you eat?
Etherly.
People put on a good morning, Lee Flecker. Good morning, Bernie Mac.
Go out to get lunch, he right behind me. What you eat?
Etherly.
Morning, Jay. Morning. Morning, Jay. Morning, Bernie.
You know what's a trip?
Good morning.
What we like, I don't know. We once we adapt to something, we're in it. Like now we're so social media, driven that social media is a big part of people's life. If you're not on social media, then you're not. I think one of these days I'm not going to be on social media at all. Good morning, Deb S. We're going to talk about places to live today. By the way, Big Chief, the guy that you got behind you, that guy is good looking, man.
Wow. Good morning, our sister Shirley Brown. My sister Debs.
Okay, Jay.
But that could be a gold picture. You know what I mean? Good morning, EMAC. Good morning, Shirley Brown. That could be a gold picture, so I get it.
2 days early.
That ain't AI, is it?
Good morning, yes. Good morning, Conrad. Yeah, that's AI. Good morning, Conrad. You see them shoulders? You see how that dude? You see that dude's shoulders? You see how perfect they are? You see?
It's angle, Jay. It's angle.
Hey, nigga, it's angle, nigga. His jaw is tighter.
There's no lipstick. No
it's like when people see me. I know when people lying to me because they'll say things like, "Man, you look exactly the same, nigga. You a goddamn lie." Don't lie. Don't do that. Don't lie to me. And I don't lie to me. There was a time. There was a time when I was halfway cute, nigga. Shit. I was like, damn, I was bad right there.
Hey, where are you on your weight journey?
Y'all's cold bunch of people.
Where are you on your weight journey, Jay?
Huh?
Where are you on your weight journey?
I am. I still. You know what? So I fell off. I weigh about 179, 180. I want to get down to 170, 168. So I'm not, good morning, Willie Zen. Good morning, the kid George. Sometimes, that sugar, man. That sugar is like crack. I mean,
Yeah, I know it.
Yep.
Everybody, all
I
my
know
squatters come in and drink all my tea, so I buy unsweet tea, and they don't touch it.
nigga,
They found out that we got sugar and equal in the house, so they still buy unsweet tea and doctor it up.
man, I like this. I like chocolate with peanuts, the chocolate, the turtles. I guess they call them turtles. I like with the milk chocolate.
Oh, absolutely.
I like cinnamon candy. So I go to Seeds and I buy the cinnamon hearts they have because they're kind of hot, and I like that. Good morning. Why do you have on your pajama top, Fred?
Because I'm retired and I'm relaxing, Jay.
Okay, I just wondered. By the way, I got I had about 22, 23 people that sent me texts and said, "Man, when you aren't there, the show really takes a turn for the lower rung." And they said two things about YouTube. They said, "Man, I thought Chief would step in and really take over." And Fred was more agitating than funny yesterday.
Well, they don't come back.
Tell me what they
You
said.
wasn't here, so what the fuck? Fuck them.
That was it. Well, I'm not there.
And they took out time to get in contact with you,
Mhm.
and you such a busy man holding this great big old world on your shoulders. I don't get it. Good morning, Bernard. Good morning, Chief.
Good morning. Good morning, Fred.
Good morning, Sir Fisher Lot.
Good morning, y'all.
Good morning, Snitchy.
Fish, were you here when the show was going to the shitter?
No.
Okay. So,
Oh, yesterday?
yeah.
No.
What day? Yesterday or day before?
Yesterday they said that I wasn't. I
Jay,
at 9.
you're here every day. You were here yesterday.
Yeah, but I left early.
So you carry the show every day. Fuck
Yeah.
them people.
I'm just telling you what they said.
Okay.
Fred. Don't
Let's
get mad
move
at-
on, man.
So you mad at me? Good morning, Danielle. You mad at me because I got
I don't
the call.
get mad. Dogs get mad. I'm this just whatever, man. This number 10.
So when dogs get mad, what do?
They get angry and they bite a motherfucker. They do a whole bunch of weird shit. But I'm not a dog and I'm not angry. You fail to realize, Jay. I come here to have a little fun, do a little hee and ha
Kiki and ha.
hee and ha.
Okay. Good morning, Gary.
And get the word of the day and let you get your little watchtower out, and that's it, buddy.
Watchtower.
His Daily Bread. That's where you get that shit from. That little Daily Bread book.
Maybe you need to take some daily bread.
Well, it's not about me and you, Jay. Continue on with your good learning and good speech delivering ass. Go ahead, man. Today I'm gonna do the daily word, and Chief's gonna do the word of the day. No, I'm gonna do the word of the day, and Chief's gonna do.
No, I'm
What
doing
you
the
gonna
daily. I'm doing the daily word, and Bernard is doing the word of the day.
Ain't this some shit? Well, what? Okay, Jay's back.
Exactly. That bullshit. I already heard about the shit that you delivered yesterday.
Well, I worked on it last
they said
night,
it-
motherfucker. I got my
if it-
notes out.
If it was a pie,
I got my
you
notes
delivered.
out.
If it was
You know
a pie,
what?
you
Kiss my
delivered.
ass.
a pie.
Bye.
Good morning. Good morning. I'd like to say good morning with a song for you. Good morning. Good morning. I'd like to say good morning with a song for 2 It's a wonderful day in the neighborhood, a wonderful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Would you be mine? Kings in the Morning listeners, would you be my neighbor? Good morning, Fred. Would you be my neighbor?
Come on and go with me. Come on over to my place.
Would you be my neighbor? Good morning, Bernard. Would you be my neighbor?
Absolutely. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Sir Fisher-Lot. Would you be my neighbor?
Yes, sir. I'll be your neighbor, Jay. I'm bringing Jeanette Harris with me this morning. Good morning, y'all.
Good morning, Chief. Would you be my neighbor?
Certainly, Jay. The domino lessons and the concerts, I never give up my spot.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad Fred isn't in our neighborhood. Now we ain't got to worry about riffraff.
Nigga, every night you come home, your garden hose will be gone out, boy. Your water sprinkler, your rake be gone, all kinds of shit.
All my shit at his house. Now, Fred,
What?
you can't get mad when people say you got to run a shit show. You got to get better.
Okay.
Make people not call your show a shit show.
Okay. I think they were offended because no, I ain't going into that shit. Oh, whatever. Shit. Well, are you trying to kick me off? You don't want me to come no more?
What do you mean?
Because you're insinuating and bringing that to the forefront that them fat motherfucking bears and them cuddles and all these motherfucking walruses and shit you got running around here then sided up against me or either your fake ass groupies. I ain't giving a fuck about that shit. National Men's Health Day today. This month. Regular physical blood tests to catch women live 5 years longer than
Men. So let me ask you a question, Fred. Are you reading that?
No, I just jotted this down earlier.
Why did you jot that down?
Because I was going to bring some substance to the show.
Okay, so you wrote that, right?
Fuck you. I'll call you later after the show.
I just asked you a question. I just said you wrote that. My question was if you wrote it, why is it so hard?
I jotted it down.
So why is it so hard for you to read? Because you're reading it like you can't read. Good morning, Toy.
Well, you say that every day. Yeah, I'm not going back and forth with you. Where's Greg?
I'm not trying to go back and forth with you, Fred. I just asked you if you wrote it down. Why are you reading it like you can't read? Is what I'm asking.
Well, maybe I can't read.
Now, if you had to give your reading level a grade, what grade would you give your reading level?
3rd grade.
Okay.
You know, most Americans read at the 3rd grade level. JK.
Most Black Americans, the average age of Americans reading comprehension in 6th grade.
Okay.
In the Black community,
what grade
it's 3rd
level
grade.
is? I'm talking over you. What grade level is the
Married men live longer than unmarried men because wives force y'all to go to the damn doctor. Good morning, Fatima.
It's not a woman's show. I'm running this, Snitchy. You don't have to put her shit up there.
Wait a minute.
I told you about this shit yesterday, but Jay likes that.
I'm reading it on my other phone because it's in the thread of Facebook, Fred.
I don't feel like arguing with you today.
Well, then why are you? Then why are you arguing with me today? Good morning, Vertical.
I was trying to bring some substance to the show, Vertical.
Fred's got a wild hair up his ass.
Let me get back to my shit.
Fred is upset because I had 22 messages from people saying that the show was a shit show with Fred in charge and that Big Chief didn't step up.
Well, Jay, I don't have no control over the music that's being played and the comments that are being read. Now, I could play Funky 40, but she'll probably not let me play that.
Good morning, Antoine.
I could do
Good morning,
everything that
Daphne.
you do, but Sneaky Pooh just got my hands tied behind my back here. So I was just going along with protocol.
Snitchy, they didn't say anything about Snitchy. They said they specifically named
Of
22
course you come
people.
to protect her. Of
So
course.
20
Fred.
22 people text me yesterday and
Yeah,
emailed
you
me.
ain't got that many goddamn followers. I got more followers than you. I tell the bitch, I got more followers than you. I
So
got
what-
475 viewers.
So what that should tell you is that some of your own fans reached out to me because I don't have that many, as you know. So for me to get 22, that means some of the people that are with you turned against you.
They turned
Good
on
morning,
me.
Greg Beasley. They turned on you.
All right, man. Go ahead, Jay. I'm good.
Good morning, JoJo Red. I'm just saying that that you might want to, when I'm not here, you might want to become cognizant of it and say, you know what?
You say cognizant of it. Cognate don't be cognate like that. That mean piercing and
Cognizant.
shit.
You might want to be cognitive of it, aware that I'm not here, and step up your game. And and that's when you use some of your facts and stuff. You can say, Jade's not here, and since I'm in charge, I'm gonna. You could do something to be both funny and entertaining and informative. Good morning, Michael Robinson.
Jay, I was interrupted on several times yesterday. Snitchy tried to get Peach do the daily word. She wrote some shit down for today for her to do. And then you came back in just like Jay King. Oh, I like that. I like that. But whatever I bring to the show, no matter what, you're gonna make it a shit show or a fucking giggle or a gag or try to put me down. In other words, sir. That's the way I see it. That's the way I see it.
Sir, so you see it a lot of ways, but what you don't see and what you don't hear is how you contribute.
Okay, well, I'm going to sit back and let you. Show me how it's done.
Okay. Well, I think I do that every day that I'm on the air. I actually
tell
show
us
you
a
how.
story. Well, tell us a story, and tell me how many what's the difference in an 808 beat and a motherfucking whatever else kind of beat, a rock and roll beat. Have a great day.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
What's so funny, Bernard?
Shit, you motherfucker. I think shit.
Y'all can
show me a
laugh.
difference. Just show me a difference between what kind of beat, Fred.
808 is like
Yeah.
when you call him, he don't pay attention to you. He be in there doing like this. I say, well, Jay, Bob, we was thinking about. I say, can you knock that off for a minute?
Artists are eccentric.
I know. You hear that motherfucker, all you hear in the background. I say, you listening to me? I say, Jay, but if this happens and that happened and I ain't able to pay that, I might have to move in with you. I don't know where you go. Hold on, I'll call you right back. Never hear from the motherfucker no more. I'm glad to see you laughing, brother. I'm so glad to have you here today.
All I'm gonna say is this, Fred. A lot of people said that you had a shit show yesterday. And I'm just saying, if you're gonna lead Kings in the Morning, lead it at a higher standard. Take on the position that I take, and
I'll die tonight if I call to charge myself to be like you and take on the positions and the fights that you fight. I'll fucking fall out.
That's not what I'm saying, Fred. What I'm saying is if you're going to take the lead, watch what I do when I take the lead. Have some stories to tell. Make it interesting. Have it go different. Good morning, Lori Downs.
Jay,
But
they
have
got
it
their
go
head so
different.
far up your ass, I could come in here and say the same thing you do and say the same song. But these motherfuckers don't have no respect for me, J. King. Now, I don't know how am I going to get them to start having some because, you know, shit, you ain't here. You ought to hear them trying to get off here and then Snitchy Poo go to fucking doing other mic shit and clowning me. Like, you let them get out of control with me.
How do I let them get? Okay, so what did I have to do with?
You should have told him Fred was off limits, his teeth, his prostate, and don't insult my friend like that. He just comes here and have a good time, and I'm not allowing it. I've been knowing this guy over 50 some odd years, and he's a great dude. He's an honor.
So basically, you want me to lie?
Shit. Hold on. How was that a lie?
You asked me to say some shit about you that might not be necessarily true.
Might not be.
Yeah.
So you leaves in the benefit of their brains, their slow brain function, and their abuse and being violated. Just he might be wrong, and Fred's crazy.
Well, you are crazy, Fred. I mean, Fred, any guy that come on the show and say, you know, I have 5 faces.
10. You
now 10. You have 10, but you start off with 5 faces. So that's what I'm saying. So your faces. So you started this show with 4 faces, then you added a 5th face. Now you doubled that. Now you got 10 faces.
How many does Trump have, and how many does the average councilman or police and all? And you entertainers, you're an entertainer by trade. That's your job.
Yeah, but I don't have 12 faces.
Jay, you can sing and then you can take that shit off and run down there and sit with the mayor and then go with the higher priest and all kinds of motherfucking shit. And then you want to go sit with who was that other motherfucker? That fucked up the stocks and shit. They got the bull sitting out there that fucked up the whole world.
Same face, Fred.
You know what I'm talking about. You won't say it.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Howard Lynch. Who I'm talking about, Chief? Look at him. He running his other show. That motherfucker ain't even here.
Sit up here laughing at you, Fred. Ain't running no show. Sit up here this show laughing.
Yeah.
Right here,
Who am I trying to say? You know that guy that do all the stock market and shit? He used to run it way back in the day, and he had that big old bull sitting out there. That was his.
He was on our show?
No, god damn it. That's his logo.
Oh, Kramer.
No, you fucked that up. Forget it.
Bernie Madoff.
Him and that other one
Janet Marie, good morning.
That made the stock market go down.
The boy from Omaha.
Merrill Lynch.
Merrill Lynch.
That's who the fuck you think you is. You sit your black ass up here. Thank you so much, Daphne. See, Jay, they know who the fuck I am.
They know what you are. Too.
They know exactly. That's what I was telling you. Good morning, JD Henry. That's what I was telling you. They told me who you were yesterday. Good morning, Christy Graham. That you was shit yesterday. Speaking of stocks, what do you guys think about the new IPOs that are coming out this week in order to probably push SpaceX and them to the top automatically with others like Google and Amazon? What are you talking about? SpaceX is already.
They need to call goddamn me Stephanie Bird and tune in to her show in the evenings. Gotta catch the bag, damn it. That ain't what we was talking about. Don't try to switch my shit up.
Catch the bag. Huh?
Secure the bag somewhere else.
You can figure that out.
So later
on in the week.
I'm glad that I waited on SpaceX. SpaceX was $214 yesterday. It's $190 today. So it's down about $11, $12. I believe SpaceX is going to go down even further. I don't know if
It
people know
opened
this
at
or not.
135, didn't it? It was
No,
135.
I bid at 135. I bought 20 shares of 135, but it didn't take it. It didn't take my bid because it opened up at 150. So, and then I didn't chase it. I could have bought it at 168. But I didn't. I just waited. And then it went up to 214. I said, I should have. But then I started reading about it, and it's lost $9 billion so far. They've lost $9 billion. So I think SpaceX is one of those stocks that is it's like a Ponzi scheme.
A what?
Yeah, because they said that the stock value is like 20 times what it's actually worth when it hits the market. It's not worth nowhere near what they're pricing it at.
That's not the way Stephanie presented it on Wednesday. Now y'all need to knock that shit off. Y'all ain't no nobody care.
My sister comes
I'm
on
just telling what
Monday and
Bloomberg
Friday.
said. They said that SpaceX is going to be priced at 20 times its net worth value, what it's really worth. In
Speak
hopes
up.
of,
Uh-huh.
can you hear me?
Yeah, we heard you.
Okay.
So Fred, what are you saying?
Nothing. I just got a bad understanding as to really what's going on with that SpaceX, and I didn't know it was even open to the public at this point.
Yeah, it's open to the public at this point. I'm gonna buy 97 at 0.09.
Yeah, that's what she was saying. She said that it was a valuable stock, and then you come in here this morning giving out misinformation.
Now, I don't care what she says. When you look at SpaceX, and you look at go to the Google. Why don't you do this right here, Fred? I believe SpaceX is a pump and dump. I would never purchase anything over $130 with them.
Well, I mean, if you say it, I'm gonna go with
that's
you, JK.
That's not what I said. That's what Christy Graham said. I'm gonna say this. SpaceX is a company that's lost $9 billion, maybe more. It has never posted a profit. For somebody to pay the kind of good morning, Mr. LES, to pay the kind of money that they're asking, you would have to buy it. You would have had to buy it opening. Maybe I could have bought it at 163 and sold it at 214, and then wait for it to come down and do the same thing. That's the biggest emotional lesson I had to learn early in purchasing stock, Coach. Thank you for examining that further and explaining for others. Chasing a stock is a no-no, especially with Elon Musk. Yeah. Definitely a pump and dump, what Christy Graham said.
So what you saying, sweetheart, is that Fred ain't got shit to say. I had something to say in it too.
Fred,
Fred,
you,
no. I'll wait till you ain't here.
You're the same guy that believe in one pump and a grind.
No, I like the intelligent son bitch
like
that get up first thing
dumper
in the
too.
morning and come in here and goddamn me try to downplay me, motherfucker.
Well, you're downplayable.
Well, hell, I'm here to learn.
Well, learn something.
Well, I know SpaceX ain't shit, let you tell it, and I only got $2.50, and I'm not fucking leaving my $40 out there for SpaceX.
Well, that's funky $40.
Jay, I got stocks in PG&E.
Okay. How much are your stocks worth?
I ain't gonna tell you.
Well, you ain't gotta tell me. I can look and see. Let me see what PG&E is trading for.
Hey, Snacks.
Well, good morning, Dr. Dre. Would you be my neighbor?
Yes, I would, Dre. Jay, thank you for asking.
Oh, he sound good today.
Shut up.
How much did you buy PG&E at, Fred?
I think it was 29 cents.
You ain't bought it at no 29
My
cents.
sister bought it, and I got the paperwork. Asshole!
You didn't buy it at 29 cents, dum.
They got it at work.
That must have been in 1902.
First of all, the lowest PG&E went was $8.
No, it was 89 cents.
No, it was not. Not PG&E, dumbass.
How come? You know what, motherfucker? I got the history right here looking at me.
Okay.
Yeah, you are history, you old fuck.
See, I got a lot of wisdom and knowledge, and I tried to show y'all that yesterday. All them black folks there, that's way older than all y'all. And I was raised by them.
Well, first of all, people already said you had a shit show yesterday.
Well, fuck them.
So, well, and they sent me a text and said,
They always sending you texts. That's all they know to do. You shouldn't have gave them your number. They know how to call you.
PG&E Corporation has never traded at 89 cents per share. According to its historical market data, the absolute lowest closing price for PG&E stock occurred decades ago on October 4th, 1974, when it bottomed out at 65 cents per share. For comparison, PG&E more recent all-time high was recorded September 11th, 2017, when it reached $70.52. If you're evaluating the stock and would like me to help you analyze the more recent trading trends, tell me.
There was AI.
Of course. All I'm saying is this, Fred. Your understanding of the stock market. Good morning, Del Bernie. Just like your understanding of how to run a show has been at an all-time low.
Very low.
Yesterday, I got 23 people reaching out to me saying, when you're not on the show and Fred is running it, it really doesn't run well. Don't ever leave the show.
Chuckle Peach and Snitchy run it.
Why you keep throwing me under the bus?
Let's see how shitty it's gonna be. That's what you're trying to do anyway. You're trying to let these goddamn bears take over around here.
I don't know any bears.
Y'all don't laugh no more. We don't do shit no more. Y'all done made this a goddamn Christian event.
You making a Christian event? Good morning, Professor Keone. How do we make it a Christian event? How do we make it?
I like your hair. You want to talk about hair and earrings?
Fred is confusing PG&E with PG&D. That's what Greg Beasley said.
Okay, get on with your show, Jay. That's enough introduction.
Greg Beasley said you thought we were talking about PG&D.
Yeah.
And the kid George said, "Why the hell are you throwing
what
me
y'all
in
do? Put me in the back."
No, you right here. You put yourself in the back. Fred, you put yourself in the back.
Oh my God.
He always act like somebody putting him in the back. You putting yourself in the back. When I put you in the back, I let it be known. Put his ass in the back.
Mm-hmm.
I don't back down.
That's what he said.
Let me ask Del Bernie. Del Bernie, how was yesterday for you? How was the show yesterday for you? Fred said, "Goddamn Christian radio show."
Wow.
See how she put me in the back, Jay, and you don't be noticing how.
I did not.
Nobody put you in the back, Fred.
How
You put yourself in the back.
You're not there with her.
Fred, because you put I know how you do. If you put yourself in the back, you brought yourself back up to the front.
Oh, when OAJ was doing it, you jumped on Snitchy Poo like hot grease on a cornbread muffin.
Professor County said, King, did Fat Fred just say he was here to learn? Tell that nigga he's on the wrong channel. He wants Sesame Street. That's on PBS.
Stinking ass Johnny D. Downwind Johnny. Downwind Johnny. Nigga, if you upwind, you get a smell of that nigga, you going down.
Oh man, today is Wednesday, June
Can I finish?
17th, 2026. Yes, what would you like to finish? What am I stopping?
Okay, I got some notes I jotted down. I didn't write them down.
Dale Burney said, in the words of Charles Barkley, yesterday's show was terrible.
For real, Dale?
Mm-hmm.
Pastor, take care of your sheep. And the ones that do not know and don't know, you're supposed to love them and cuddle them and support them, Pastor.
Well, let me ask you a question. What's the difference between do not know and don't know?
I don't know.
There is none, dummy.
Would you tell him again, Trey? I don't think he heard you.
There is none.
You got a little bass in your voice this morning.
Oh, shut up.
Where you spend the night? You look.
There you go.
Okay,
Fred.
let's do it again, Jay.
Okay,
Leave it up there, Snitchy.
So Fred, is that you in the middle, the little boy?
Yes, J. King, and that's
Okay.
my mother.
Okay, hold on. Because I'm going to do it the right way.
Yes, please. Thank you.
So are you sitting on your mother and father's lap? Your father's in the white and your mother's in the black dress there?
Yes.
To the right of your father, who is that? A little girl to the right of your father.
That would be Sheila.
Okay, and how old is Sheila?
Sheila is 65.
And you're 63, so Sheila's 2 years older than you.
Correct.
And then who is above Sheila right there?
That would be Gail.
Okay, and how old is Gail?
Gail would be 72.
Okay. And then right up above Gail in the black dress, who is that?
That would be Dolores. That would be Lee's mother.
Okay. And she's passed on, right?
Correct.
And then who's next to her?
That would be Evelyn Bell.
And she's still alive?
Yes, she lives in Vegas.
Okay, now we're going to go down on your mother's side. Right next to your mother, who's the young man next to your mother?
That would be Geraldine Grant.
My
sister.
Nigga, next to your mother. That's Geraldine.
The young man next to your
my
mother.
mama. Above her?
No,
Next
to your mother.
Sitting next to her, King Fred.
That nigga, how? I don't know that nigga. How old do you think he is? He fucked up. Go ahead.
Who is he?
That is Carl Crosley. He can sing better than Tony, me and you both. He can get down.
Is he still alive?
No, he isn't.
Okay. And then next to him is your brother Tony Crosley in the suit.
That would be Tony Dwayne's stage name.
And how old is Tony Dwayne on this picture?
Ah, shit, man.
How old is Tony Dwayne today?
I don't know, Jeff.
And then up above Tony, who is the young lady up above Tony?
That would be my oldest sister that just passed over in Berkeley about 3 years ago. Lives on
what's her name?
Curtis Street. I beg your pardon. Ethel James.
Ethel James. And then right next to Ethel, who's that?
That would be Geraldine Grant, which passed about 2 or 3 years ago. That's Jeff's mom, and he just died from brain cancer.
Okay. Now, Fred, did you see how by naming everybody and by breaking it up, now people kind of get an idea?
That's how the shit should have been done yesterday.
Now, Fred, let me ask you a question. Did you pee on yourself when you were sitting on your mom and dad's lap right there?
No, put the picture back up there,
Fred.
Snitchy. No, let me tell you what happened that day and the night before and the day before.
Okay.
They all had to get themselves together to go down on Sonoma Boulevard to this big photo place where everybody goes in Vallejo. And everybody had to be starched and ironed and haircuts. And that man there next to it, boy, you know, that's a hard working black man there, you know, to keep all, look, how many is it there? There's 6 girls and 3 boys. Oh boy, he had a hell of a job on his hands and he ran it like that. And everybody went to college except me because, see, I saw his struggle. And they all wanted to be grown. When you have
So they all went to college except you. I just want to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Do you think of all your brothers and sisters, by the time your mom and dad got to you, they had wasted a lot of their strength on the older kids, and that's why you were slow? And had to go through?
No, not at all. You
That's
know,
a good looking family, Fred. You might be adopted.
You know, and they used to, as soon as my mother and father would leave in the evening times to go to see Rudy Ray Moore, go over and pick up C.Dale Blanche and MC Hammer's grandparents, and they would come back and they would go, and they would torture me. They would say, Mom and Daddy found me on the front porch, all kind of horrible things, and they would whoop me. And then they would treat me like I was their child. And if I waste anything on me, they would beat my ass. If they took me anywhere and I'm eating a hot dog and got ketchup on me,
but your brother
I got
told me
fucked
that
up.
you were.
I don't care what
spoiled.
that little black motherfucker told you. You see his little badass over there?
Yeah, Tony look cool.
Yeah, he's cool than a motherfucker. He's still cool. But he was the one that was given the guitars and all the shit when he went on them. You think he had the money to go and buy all them suits to go on the road with Confunction and do all that fucking bullshit? He should have had his ass at Mare Island getting a goddamn check like me, fucker, and working hard. But that's the guitar player. Fuck you, J. King.
Today is Wednesday.
No, it ain't.
June
Today
17th.
is no.
Today is Wednesday.
You brought up yesterday.
Today is Wednesday.
Yes.
June
Shut up,
17th,
Smithy.
2026. I'm going to do the daily word. Bernard is going to do the word of the day, and we're going to let Fred continue to shoot strays at everybody. The daily word is power. Power. I have the power to create my life anew. Sometimes I feel limited by my past, mistakes I made, or opportunities I missed. Dwelling on these experiences can rob me of self-esteem and wrongly convince me that I do not have the power to make new life-affirming changes. Good morning, Monkey. I create my life anew, moment by moment. The past is behind me, and the future is mine to imagine. In a precious present moment, I have all the power I could ever need. The presence and power of God are mine to express. As I grow spiritually, I begin to apprehend this power, not as something I need to pray for, but as a part of me. This is where I focus my thinking, not on the past I cannot change, but on the future, which I have the power to create. Today's Bible verse is 1 Corinthians 1:24. But to those who are called, both Jews and Greeks, Christ, the power of God, and the wisdom of God.
Amen.
Bernard Middlebrook, what is the word of the day?
The word of the day is weight. Weight, W-E-I-G-H-T, is the measure of the gravitational force pulling down on an object. In simple terms, it is a measure of how heavy something is due to gravity. Let me see if I could use that in a sentence. Today, Chief asked Jay where he was at. Chief asked Jay where he was at in on his weight journey. And I thought, I'm waiting for my weight journey.
Not bad. I like that. Not bad at all.
An exclusive photo just came to you, Snitchy. I knew something was going on here. So get that exclusive photo up so everybody can see. It's an exclusive photo of what was missing from Fred's family photo. It's
Oh Lord.
Popcorn, yellow stripe, smile.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, Sesame Street might be way too advanced for old fat Fred.
Wow.
Oh, stinking ass Johnny. Johnny, go somewhere with your punk ass jokes. I knew you was gonna read it because he had a sweaty, stanky ass out there moving them chairs at that concert. Word of the day. Today's Wednesday, May. No, hold on. June 17th. The word of the day is grace. And it's spelled Grace.
Uh-huh.
Let me see. Let me see.
The definition of grace. The definition of grace.
The definition of grace. All right, I forgot to write the. All right, I forgot to write the definition down. Okay, I forgot to write the definition down.
So this is why 23 people wrote me yesterday telling me how fucked up the show was, Fred. Because of stuff like this. You're in charge, and this is what you do.
Oh, shit. God damn. Oh, God damn. Got me over here crying. God damn.
Yep, that's what you do.
Let my life be a reflection of God's grace. I used it in a sentence. Every morning when I wake, hold on, I let my day reflect of God's grace.
Let me tell you, let me
Lord help me, Jesus.
let me
Father God.
let me translate to y'all. A gooka gooka gooka, a gooka gooka gooka. Let me tell you a story, Fred. James Jamerson was too drunk to sit on the stool. So he played the bass line to What's Going On, lying flat on his back on the studio floor. Marvin Gaye had to pull him out of a bar.
Take it down, damn it.
That bass line is now one of the most studied in history. Flat on his back and still the best in the building.
No
The
viola.
first sound, okay, I'm gonna tell your fat ass one time,
Yeah,
and one
keep
time only. When I'm reading a story, shut the fuck up. Good morning, Ali. What did Ali say? Put Ali's thing back up there. Fred and Dre got matching hair today. God damn it. Ali, you need to come on the show. All right, let me read this again. James Jamerson was too drunk to sit on a stool, so he played the bass line to What's Going On, lying flat on his back on the studio floor. Marvin had to pull him out of a bar to do it. The bass line is now one of the most studied in history. Flat on his back and still the best in the building. The first sound on My Girl is 3 notes on a bass. Climbing, And the man who played them was printed on nothing. His name was James Jamerson. And for most of his life, the record labels did not carry his name. He played on more #1 records than any bass player in the history of American music. The exact count is argued over. But it runs past 20 on the pop charts and past 50 on the rhythm and blues chart. The band he played in was Motown's house band, the Funk Brothers. The documentary that finally told their story said they cut more #1 hits than the Beatles, the Beach Boys, the Rolling Stones, and Elvis Presley combined. You've heard him 1,000 times without ever being told his name. He was born at Edisto Island, South Carolina, in 1936. His father worked in Charleston shipyards. His grandmother kept a piano in the house, and an aunt sang in the church choir. In 1954, he and his mother went north to Detroit, the way hundreds of thousands of Black families went north in those days. He was 18. He picked up the upright bass in high school, and he got so good so fast that the police gave him a permit to play the clubs while he was still a minor. You could see him driving across Detroit with the neck of that bass sticking out the window of his car on his way to a jazz date. When the electric bass came to him, he played it with one finger. It was the index finger of his right hand. And he had a name for it. He called it the hook. Everyone else used two fingers or three. His moved faster and surer than other men's three because that was how his hand had always done it. He bought a Sunburst Fender Precision bass, and he never changed the strings. The dead thumping sound of worn strings was the sound he wanted. And he had a line for it. The gunk creates the funk, he said. He had been a piano kid, so he heard the whole chord, not just the root. He built a second melody underneath the singer, a song hiding inside the song. He never once simplified it for radio. In late 1959, he started recording for a young Detroit songwriter named Berry Gordy. The studio was in the basement of a house on West Grand Boulevard with a sign that read Hipsville, USA, and the musicians called it the Snake Pit. Gordy had pulled the best players out of Detroit's jazz clubs and set them making pop records 3 sessions a day. They became the Funk Brothers. And Gordy called Jamerson a genius on the bass. Between 1963 and 1968, he played on nearly every record the company released. The record sold in the tens of millions and turned Motown into one of the most profitable Black-owned companies in the country. The men in the basement were paid by session and earned not 1 cent in royalties. Motown did not print the names of its session musicians on its records, not until 1971. So the bass line that opens My Girl went out into the world in 1964 with no name on it at all. Smokey Robinson wrote the song, and the Temptations cut it in that same basement. David Ruffin took the lead for the first time, and his deep grain voice needed something plain to sit on. Jamerson gave him 3 notes. They climb, they settle, they climb again. And they were the first thing you heard before anyone sings a word. Doom, 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 doom. Robert White answered the bass with a bright guitar figure. The strings that Paul Reiser arranged came in over the top. And the record went to #1 on both the pop and rhythm and blues charts. A Motown producer named Cornelius Grant heard that bass line years later and called it Classic Jamerson. The label named the group. It did not name him. because no one wrote down who played on what. The credits became something people fought over for decades. A West Coast bassist named Carol Kay has long said she played on some of the hits the Histories had to hand it to Jamerson, and the argument never fully ended because the paperwork that could settle it was never kept. What is not in dispute is the 3-note figure on the 1964 Temptations recording. The strongest sources, the Library of Congress among them, credited to James Jamerson. 7 years later, in January of 1971, Marvin Gaye started making a record about Vietnam and poverty and the state of the country, and he wanted Jamerson on it. The night they cut that title track, Jamerson was at a bar and said, where the Funk brothers went after their day in sessions to drink, and he drank a great deal. The arranger on that record, David Van de Pitt, remembered that Jamerson kept a bottle of Greek brandy in his bass case, and that it took an enormous amount to put him under. That night it had. When Gaye found him and got him back to the studio, he couldn't sit up straight on the stool, so he laid on the floor. Flat on his back, looking up at the ceiling, he played the bass line to What's Going On From There. Van de Pitt had written the part out in Jamerson's own style, and Jamerson read it down off the page and loved it. What came off that floor is one of the most studied bass lines ever recorded. It moves and bends and sings under Marvin Gaye's voice, and it sounds like the man in full command of everything he had, which that night, by every account, he was not. When he got home, his wife Anna was awake. He told her the song was a masterpiece, and she remembered it because he almost never spoke about his work that way. And that same album in 1971 is where his name appears on a major Motown release for the first time. On the sleeve, the credit reads, The Incomparable James Jamerson. 12 years later, hundreds of records and one sleeve. It was the only such credit the company gave him while he lived. In 1972, Motown left Detroit for Los Angeles and the basement went quiet. Jamerson followed the work west, but Los Angeles already had its own deep bench of players, and he was one more bassist in a crowded city. The calls got fewer, and the drinking had ridden alongside the playing for years and began to pull out ahead of it. Joe Hunter, who had led the Funk Brothers in the early days, said Jamerson believed he played better, loosened up, and for a long while he could drink and still deliver. Then that stopped being true. He spent stretches of the early 1980s in the hospital. And then there was the spring of 1983. Motown threw itself a televised party that March for its 25th anniversary, and the whole country watched it. Diana Ross was there, Smokey Robinson was there, the Temptations were there, the Four Tops were there, Marvin Gaye was there, and the Jackson 5. Michael Jackson did the moonwalk for the first time on that stage. Every act up there sang songs the Funk Brothers had built down in that basement. Not one of the Funk Brothers was invited. Not by Berry Gordy, not by a single producer, not by one of the stars who had written their playing time to fame. Jamerson bought a ticket. He went to the taping as a member of the public. He sat up high in the balcony and watched other people perform his music on camera while his own name went unspoken. Picture him up there, 47 years old, health failing, his work gone, his bass at home, watching a company toast a quarter century of a sound his one finger had done more than anyone else to shape the sound of Motown. He didn't make a scene, he watched, and then he went home. Around this time, in a break-in at his Los Angeles house, the bass was taken. It was the Sunburst Fender Precision he had played on most of those records. The one he called the Funk Machine, and it has never been found. On August 2nd, 1983, James Jamerson died in Los Angeles. He was 47 years old. He was buried at Woodlawn Cemetery in Detroit, not far from the basement where he had made his life's work. 38 years, the rules of that cemetery allowed only a flat plate in the ground to mark him. You could have walked across the grass over James Jamerson and never knew whose music was under your feet. He did not live to see what came next. In 2000, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame put him in its first class of sidemen. In 2002, the documentary about the Funk Brothers reached theaters and put faces to the basement Atlanta. Bass Player magazine ranked him the greatest bass player of all time in 2017. The Rolling Stone did the same in 2020. Paul McCartney called him the biggest influence on his own playing. His son, James Jamerson Jr., became a session bassist too. He said his father made him learn the upright before he was ever allowed to touch an electric, and that when his father sat down to play, he just danced on the bass. In 2021, 38 years after the flat plate went into the ground, his family set a real headstone at the Woodlawn. It is black marble. It carries his face on the word and the words, loving husband, father, son, and musician. And on top of it sits a bronze sculpture of his Fender Precision bass. So the bass came back to him in bronze, set over his name, finally carved where anyone can read it. The real one is still gone, still out there somewhere, still never found. 2 years later, South Carolina renamed a road on the island where he was born the James Lee Jamerson Memorial Highway. A state representative called him the hot beat of Motown. The three notes that still open my girl every single day on a radio station somewhere in the world, somewhere in a movie, somewhere at a wedding, sounding exactly the way he did it in 1964. You know whose notes they are now. Was that a good enough story for you, Fred?
You know what's crazy about that song too?
Beautiful.
That shit
What's that?
sounds simple, but it's not. The
Oh.
beginning of My Girl. As a bass player, try to play that shit. That shit is not easy. Yeah, it's not easy. It sounds simple, but it's really not.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to ask Fish a lot about that.
Well, he's
Fish a
right
lot.
there. Fish, what you say? I think Fish is a bass player and Dre is a bass player. So, what do you agree with Dre on that?
Let's see what Fish said.
What is Fish doing? Play the cloth music.
Look at that time. He's just so cool. His birds are out here.
Why you got Bernard showing
acting a
up?
fool.
Because he fell off. That's why.
It is funky, soaking it too. He's sitting back now, looking cool.
Here he is.
He's here. The cloud is here. He's here. The cloud is here.
Jay, I gotta say that shit is funky, man. I like that. I really do like that.
We've been telling you.
You know,
That motherfucker funky.
Hey,
Huh?
Fred is definitely Clarabelle the Clown.
I heard earlier on the show. And Barry Gordy treated those musicians worse than any white slave master ever did, man.
Sure fuck did.
Man, that's
second that.
bad on Barry Gordy's part, man. To even be in ink about doing something like that.
We're gonna change the theme song though, Kente. It's gonna be the cloth fell off.
Anyway, what's up, people? And yesterday's show, yeah, 10 o'clock, man. That was the most embarrassing. It's unbelievable that these guys are unbelievable. Couldn't even have one sub. Couldn't even talk about how beautiful or how bad the weather was.
I heard it was bad yesterday.
Just ran. Oh, let's end the show. Oh my God. What the fuck? Terrible.
Well, I got 26 messages from people saying that it was horrible yesterday.
I wasn't here.
There wasn't but 3 of us on there.
Well, they named 2 people. They named Steve and they named Fred. They said they thought the Chief knew radio. They thought he would come in and pick it up. Dale Burney said, Big Fred, I experienced what it's like to be in King's Orb at Dusty Baker event the other night. They got the highfalutin treatment. I got to come along for the ride. No waiting in line. Come right in, Mr. King. It's good to be the king. I thought it was We went to go see Dusty Baker had a book, and Dale Burney went with me. His book is called Crossroads. You got to go get it. He signed our books, and it was it's very good. And maybe next week I'll start reading some of it to you guys because it's really a good book. So now Dale, was your experience as bad as a lot of people that I got 48 text messages from people.
Done jumped up to 48, Jay. It was just 24 a minute ago. You got a little Trump on you this morning.
Well, I knew it was a lot. I think it was 62. They all said the same thing. Fred taking the show down on the train.
I wasn't even here for the full show. I had to get some legals.
A lot of people there.
Topic.
When you came in, you didn't do nothing. You let Fred take the show down.
Don't let Fred do nothing. Fred do what he do when you here and when you're not here. Jay, let's keep it 100.
Professor County said, King, I have to ask you, bro. Fred is so retarded. How in the fuck did you get him around the town with his dumb motherfucking driving without no GPS?
Fred just told y'all he was abused.
Who abused you?
By his siblings.
His siblings tell another story. His siblings say he was spoiled. Now, are you going to believe one Fred or 8 of his siblings and his mom and dad?
Yeah. He was the baby. Yeah, he was spoiled.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Pop, you're going to be bloated if you keep eating combination. I'm gonna boo boo in a minute. And the kale and all that and everything in here. Don't worry about that. It was bad. Oh, Del Burney said it was bad yesterday. So Del Burney is saying it was bad, Fred. So what you gonna say to that? Do you want to at least address Del Burney and say I'll do better? Don't you want to at least say you'll work on it? Or you just gonna throw your hands in the air and be a little baby, a little spoiled, a little spreading the baby? Is that out here do you too, Draywin?
What the fuck? Get that off there. No.
Put that picture back up real quick. Let me see that picture. So Dre was grooming Fred since he was a baby.
That's fucked up, man. Come on with that. Yeah. That's wrong. That is wrong. So wrong.
So I wanted to go to Fred Alexander's funeral. But I found out this morning that it's going to be on Saturday, June 27th. And Club Nouveau, unfortunately, is in Pittsburgh, California on that day. But I wanted to talk about Fred Alexander for a minute. Just because, so for those of you who don't know, Fred Alexander is the drummer of for the group Lakeside. Lakeside, the guy who put the band together is Steve Shockley. So Steve Shockley is a guitarist, a producer, songwriter, and the leader of Lakeside. But he was a quiet leader. Fred ran it. Fred was the smallest guy, and he was so little, but he played drums. And he was a good drummer. Good morning, Jeff Carlin. And you never seen Fred without a smile on his face. Fred is from Dallas. He's pretty famous in Dallas, for a long time. King, can you put that photo back up with Dre grooming Fred? I missed the viewing. Thanks.
Bro, cut that shit out. No, it's over with. Find something else.
So, I first meet Fred Alexander, just in passing, doing dates with Lakeside. But the first time I ever seen them was in around 84, 85. They were going to a studio called Baby O. And then I got a chance to meet them, and they were just cool guys. And All the Way Live was my joint, but Fantastic Voice put them in a whole nother league. They became a pop group because of Fantastic Voice. Dick Griffey managed Dick Griffey managed Lakeside. And then when he stopped managing them, Fred and Steve managed him. So Fred was he really was the boss. He was the leader. So he's the smallest guy. Now, Fred is so small, he make me look big. But I think Fred might weigh 125, 130 pounds.
Soaking wet with boots.
Yeah. But Fred also had asthma. his whole life. And asthma, as you get older, turns into COPD. Good morning, Michael Robinson. So Fred was probably a lot sicker than any of us knew, but Fred ain't gonna never let you know that because Fred is just a trooper. And every time you see him, he's smiling. Fred loved music. He loved, he was sick a few times while they were on the road. And unfortunately, he got pneumonia when they were on the cruise. He and his wife, and he got better. I talked to Patrice, said that they both were sick, and then they got better. And then she said it felt like Fred was catching a cold again. And they went to the hospital because he was having a hard time breathing. And they thought he was going to be okay. And they said he'll be able to go home on a Friday, but on Thursday, he took a turn for the worse again. And it got so bad that on Sunday, his daughter decided to pull the plug. The doctor said there was nothing more they could do for him. And I just want you all to know that this is the course for all of us. Not one of us are going to make it out of this thing that we call life alive. Not one of us. We but you know how good you done life when you go to Facebook or social media, and everywhere you go, you see tributes. You see tributes about somebody. This is my tribute to Fred. I'm going to show you the picture I posted. Fred Alexander and Steve Shockley have always been a great 1-2 punch when it came to the original Lakeside and its brand. We've always been friends, comrades, and brothers. Today, like Sunday, has been sobering and sad. But I'm so thankful to have known little Fred the General. In the music business, you will be hard-pressed to find a genuine friend. Fred Alexander was genuine, straightforward, and to the point. He is loved, revered, respected, and admired. And you will see many tributes speaking of his exploits, antics, and love. Today, I humbly post mine. Little Fred the General is now in charge of Heaven's Band. And then I posted a picture of me, Stephen Shockley, Jeffrey Osborne, and Fred Alexander.
Saw that picture. It's a good picture.
Yeah. And I just hope that when it's my time to depart, that Fred's face number 2 is speaking about me, and not one of them other fucked up faces he got.
No, Jay, I have nothing but good things to say about you.
That's not true, Fred. Face number 2 has nothing but good things. The other 9 faces you got is fucked up. Mom, I'm sorry.
Now listen, don't come in here being a little bitch. Okay.
There you go. There you go.
You know, let's get something understood.
Starting with 3.
We men around here. Now you didn't goddamn me come in here getting all soft and shit. You know I love you, brother. You know, you my brother, Jay. You know, this is a show. Damn. Get out of your feelings, man. Shit, you talk about my teeth. You went as far as to talk about my prostate and everything. Any ungodly thing that you can say about me, you said it. And then you went out and got a gang of these nobody motherfuckers to giggle and grin behind your
who?
foolishness, all of them.
Like
Barney
who,
has
Fred?
been pretty
Give us
cool.
a good idea who you talking about. Like who? Give us some names.
Well, you know, if I don't mention about the pissy ant, I didn't have to get off you. I didn't have
Who's
to
the
get
pissy
you off
ant?
my ass.
Who the fuck is that?
Potty. Because he don't know me, but he got in there with them. And he tried to save me early on. He said, Fred, leave Fred alone. He's a good dude. But then he would come with that highfalutin talk and try to beneath me in my conversation.
What's up, brother? What's going on? You got it. Good.
So, Jay,
Yeah.
I'm not, you know, it would be a loss. It would be a great, tremendous loss. You know. Yes.
What would you? So write. Tell me what you would write.
I wouldn't write anything.
Then fuck you.
Sure.
He means he would speak from the heart, Lathers.
No, we talk
He want me to write it. He want me to write. You want me to write? I thought I got a chance to speak for 2 minutes.
I'm talking about
the third day of your service because the first day the family's going to mourn for
Did you see what I just wrote about Fred?
Yeah.
Okay, I want write some shit about me.
Okay, I'll give it to you in the morning.
All right.
Bernard, we was looking for you yesterday, and we had Snitchy call
I was looking for you, man.
Yeah, but they had messed it up so bad, and Snitchy couldn't do the word of the day. She had to go in her library.
It was
It
horrible.
was horrible. Okay, it was very embarrassing. For 8 years, she was sat here and seen how Jay do it. You know.
There's background noise, sir.
You know that's the guy
very
in the
loud
truck.
siren.
That's
Who
them guys
was that?
in the
Who was
truck.
that with that noise?
That's
No,
your trucker
we're
friend.
beyond it now, Lathers. We're beyond
Who
it.
was it with
Those
the
are your
goddamn
trucker
noise?
Your trucker friend.
King
Who
Bernard.
was it?
King Bernard.
It's a truck shit.
Fred, you fucking snitch.
Bernard, I dare you. You've never talked to me in that time. Yeah. Yeah, man, it was wild yesterday, and then they turned around and put it on me. And I'm like, wow. And Jay coming in with that bullshit every day, picking up poor Fred.
What are you talking about? You attack me every day, Fred.
No, that was Snitchy that messed it up yesterday. And then you
Push him,
come in here
please.
talking about 20 people. 20 people.
I don't know anything about that, King Fred. I don't know anything about
That's
that.
just me. That's part of my
98
skit.
people.
Doesn't mean it's true.
98 people sent me a text yesterday talking about how bad you guys were.
Right on, folks. I love y'all. Woo!
What you should be saying is, you know what, Jay? I'm gonna work to do better. I represent you. I'm gonna do better in my representation of you. That's what you should be saying. You the leader, Fred. Fred, you take the lead.
Wait a minute. I'm representing you here.
Yeah.
I'm a peasant, a low class, second class citizen.
Exactly.
Wow. Listen at this.
Hey, snitches, back off. Anyway.
Who keep throwing me under the bus?
You know what a peasant is? Or we have to use that as a word of the day.
A peasant?
You know the yeah.
Well, King Bernard, our sister Chocolate Peach sent us a word. Our sister
We
Chocolate Peach sent us a word of the day.
we're trying to avoid the word of the day from her. That
Mendacious.
is not going to happen. We are not having that. No. You're taking over.
I think that Lathers would
Hold
enjoy
on.
hearing the word of the day. That
Well,
our
she can send it to him in a text.
Snacks. Ain't nobody ask you nothing. Snacks. Call back. Snacks.
Let me hear the word.
Okay. It's a video. Step your game up, King Fred.
The word of the day is mendacious. Mendacious is spelled M-E-N-D-A-C-I-O-U-S. Mendacious. Now, mendacious is an adjective, and it's habitually dishonest, given to lying. Now I'm going to use it in a sentence. A mendacious person doesn't lie because they have to. They lie because the truth no longer serves them. A lying motherfucker. That's all it is. Mendacious. Nigga.
Who the fuck was that?
Who was that?
Focus on the message, not the messenger. Our sister sent it over.
Well, tell her that wasn't. The word of the day is sphincter, spelled SPHINCTER. A sphincter is a circular band of muscle that acts as a valve, opening and closing to control the flow of substances such as food, blood, or waste through your body. Let me see if I can use this in a sentence. When Fred sits down, sometimes his sphincter is a little loose. That's why he wears a diaper. Sphincter.
That's bad.
At least you got enough sense to wear a diaper. You don't even wear no drawers.
I don't wear no drawers, but I don't have a loose sphincter either.
Hit a phone in your face.
I don't wear drawers, but I don't have a loose sphincter either. Let's do better, Fred. Jay may want to run for office one day. Let me be the foul-mouthed racist.
He was hanging out with a pimp over the weekend. That ain't gonna work.
I saw you with
the legendary pimp.
Legendary pimp.
So I don't think that's gonna work out too well, Janet. You need to call him and tell him to slow down with who he hang out with. And then these clowns here, he gonna be what? The president? Bullshit.
No, but shit, I could be president now based on what Trump is.
You ain't lying.
You already
that might be a criteria, Jay. Shit.
Y'all think he want that job? Shit. A lot they know about Jay King.
Professor Kelly said, King, Fred's space number 9 is the situation.
And the level of funk, we're going to need a hazmat team to come get your stinking ass. And invest, the stocks is going up on baking soda, motherfucker. And aerosol and mask. And
you know what? Derek Allen is the equivalent of James Jamerson for us. He's our James Jamerson equivalent. As a matter of fact, play Grown and Sexy because I'm going to get Derek Allen. I'm going to send a song to him today. I'm going to get Derek Allen. I like paying Derek Allen money. Because Derek played the shit like you paid him money. He play it like, yeah, you know. But play Grown and Sexy. I'm going to get DOA to play bass on this.
All right, here we go.
I already know what kind of bass line he's going to do this. I want him to put a Jameson on this.
I'm just gonna start right here and see how we grow. I'm not gonna walk in fear. I'll just let us flow. I'm not trying to get it right. I just wanna get it on. It don't have to be tonight, but don't make me wait too long. Let's be grown and sexy. be grown and sexy. You wanna be, let's be grown and sexy. I wanna be grown and sexy. I wanna be, can we be grown and sexy? Do you wanna be grown and sexy? If you let me hold you tight, you know my heart is strong. And if you think my love is right, I'll tell you, you ain't wrong. I just wanna take the time to show you that I'm real. Now it's time to open up, 'cause this can't be concealed. Let's be grown and sexy. I wanna be grown and sexy. Girl,
Hey, Crystal.
can we be grown and sexy? You wanna be grown and sexy? Oh, can we be? Let's be grown and sexy. I wanna be grown and sexy. Girl, can we be grown and sexy? You wanna be grown and sexy.
Yeah, that motherfucker is dope.
I can hear DOA though. Boom, boom.
Let's be grown and sexy. Oh, can we be? I wanna be grown and sexy. Ooh, baby, see. Can we be grown and sexy? We gotta be. You wanna be grown and sexy? You wanna be? Let's be grown and sexy. Oh, can we be? I wanna be grown and sexy. You wanna be? Can we be grown and sexy? Oh, can we be? You wanna be grown and sexy? Do you wanna be? Do you wanna be grown and sexy? Grown and sexy. Do you wanna be?
Yeah, I liking that. That shit is sweet as hell.
Yeah.
That's dope. You sound good on that motherfucker too, Jay.
I'm not done yet. I got a lot of stuff to do. I just wanted to get a feel for what I was going to do with it. And then I got to make it right. Hungarian classic Negro hard candy throat sweeper tablets. What is this? Somebody just sent me.
They don't know. They don't know. They just send this shit.
Yeah, no thank you on that.
The Negro.
No, thank you.
Hungarian classic Negro hard candy throat sweeper tablet. Now, somebody sent me this right here and exposed a lot of things. So that's how we found out the relationship, the connection between Fred and Dr. Dre.
What?
Yeah. It's just a photo that I just seen. I didn't have anything to do with it, so it just came to me. Yeah. What is Sir Fisher doing? Are you riding the bike?
You don't know.
Yeah.
Uphill.
You riding
Yeah,
the
I'm
bike?
going home from work. Yeah, I'm riding home from work.
Fisher, I don't know what he's doing. He just doing it.
So you ride a bike to work, Fish?
Yeah. When the weather's nice.
Okay, I like that. I mean, Dre, you might want to start riding a bike. You can get fit real quick. Do some of that fluff.
He ain't riding no goddamn bike and pick up loads.
He rides. He got a big old thing on the back of his bike, just riding it.
I'll be the most fit motherfucker on the planet that's doing some shit like that.
Me and Bernard was talking this morning. He said, "Man, Dre used to be big." I said, "Yeah, I think he used to be a real circle."
Hey, Jeff Carlin posted something on Facebook, and I don't believe it. It shows a picture of him then and now, and I know he wasn't that goddamn big.
Y'all just gonna let the air be dead, huh?
Yeah, StreamYard fucking up.
That ain't StreamYard. That nigga's not talking. You can't. The StreamYard can't make niggas talk. Niggas gotta want to talk. Don't blame it on StreamYard. Now, if Fred was here, there won't be no dead air. But I had about 112 people text me yesterday.
112.
She keep putting me backstage, Jay. I just might as well not even be here if I'm being put backstage. I shouldn't even be here if I don't understand what's going on here. I'm feeling some kind of way here. If I'm not wanted, Snitchy, you should let Jay be the
what?
What, the judge of that?
He should he should have the final call.
He always has the final call.
Well, it seems as if you're trying to work up a rift between us.
No bean pie.
Final call.
He's trying to work up a rift between you and her.
Final call. What are you, a Muslim
Final
now?
call.
Final
Hey,
call?
that's a Muslim. Yeah, the Muslim paper.
Yeah.
It's actually the Nation of Islam newspaper.
King Graham Cracker is with us. Good morning, King Graham Cracker.
Yeah.
Good morning. Good morning.
What's up,
Yeah.
Good morning. Good morning, King Graham Cracker.
What to do, Graham?
What's going on?
I was wondering who was that up there?
What's happening, Johnny G?
That's Graham.
What's going on?
Johnny, how's Marcy doing?
She's doing fine. Fantastic.
Tell her I said hello.
All right. I will do that.
Now, Johnny, when you saw the show going to the shitter yesterday, why didn't you step up and help Fred out?
I was on my phone.
Oh, but so you knew it was going to the shitter though.
Sorta, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And then Fred jumped out.
I choked out. Didn't I calm down and we had some good conversation, didn't we, Dre?
Fred, a lot of people said that
I thought we did shit.
Well, people said that
Apparently we didn't.
Yeah, you guys took the show down. Even Del Burney said it wasn't good.
I don't know.
And he's a pastor.
Yeah, so he ain't. But he ain't lying.
That's funny.
You know what?
Did
It's
Janet
so funny.
say that? No, I seen Janet saying you're right, Fred, on several comments on yesterday. She said you're right. I would say 2 or 3 times if I'm correct.
I wrote this song called "What's
Is
Going
Jay on here?
On."
'Cause I don't see him or hear him.
I'm here. You can't hear me? You can't hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm saying is Jay here because I don't see or hear him. Did he
You
leave?
go out and come back in, Dre.
No.
Okay, yeah. I gotta have Bernard tell me. Bernard, what I gotta do?
I can see you. I see you, Dre.
But is Jay there? Because I don't see Jay or hear Jay.
No, I'm here.
He's not on the screen, but we can hear his
I'm here.
voice.
You can hear my voice?
Tell him how you get what?
No, I was saying, they said I gotta come out and come back in. I said I gotta have Bernard tell me.
Yeah, you know. Yeah,
Oh shit!
you got to come out
Damn!
and go
Gotta
back
go out and
in.
come back in.
Wow!
You need to make that a song, Jay.
Oh,
Jay, that need to be a song.
who made that
Sound
picture of Dre in
sound
his
like a shitty show again.
Jay in his
I'm
underwear?
just saying. Um,
Oh man, who be
so
doing that shit?
I wrote this song called "What's Going Round," and I said I look at the TV and I see the preacher, um, and I say something about um, now he's trying to. God damn it! I gotta find this lyric because it's talking about the preacher, and it was about Falwell when he got busted with the hooker.
Jerry
I look at
Falwell.
yeah, I
Yeah,
look at
yeah.
I see the preacher, and he's on the TV
I have
asking for money,
sinned.
asking for money. He says for the kingdom, but he's in the paper misusing our money. Got caught in the bedroom, but not with his honey. What's going round is going round. I see the preacher, and he's on the TV asking for money. He tried to tip me. Now he's in the paper. Damn it, I gotta remember that lyric. But it's a song I did called "What's Going Round" in 1988. So because we used to think that if a preacher said the preacher said it got to be true. We didn't know
Right.
the preacher was the dirtiest motherfucker
In town.
in town. So,
Oh yeah.
the preacher, you come into the preacher. Hey, preacher, I need some direction. Let's sit down and let me talk to you. Tell me what's troubling you, young lady.
Don't do that, Jay.
My husband, I think you've been cheating on me. Oh, no. He's been cheating on me. And he's mad because I go to church. He said he doesn't want me around the church. That the church is nothing but a bunch of nosy, messy people. Well, you see, young lady, the devil will find ways to try to take you away from the word. Hey, preacher, I just love you so much. You know kind of light you've been in my life. Is it okay if I just need a hug right now? You can hug me if you like. Yes. Yes. Go ahead. Let's go. Oh, that feels so good. Does it feel good to you? Yes, preacher, feels good. Yes. 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 Preacher, something is poking up against me. That is excitement. That is the rod of God. See, you've excited the Lord in me. Really? Yes, you have. You see, right now, the Lord is saying to us, come together. Come together? Yeah, come together. And in more ways than one, right? And we have to obey. You see, right now, we're in a spiritual entanglement. We're not. We are? Yes. Don't fight it. Don't fight the situation. Don't fight the spirituality of this moment. I want you to move into it. Tell me how you feel right now, but it feels good to me. It feels good to me. Oh, let go. Let your body be free. Is it okay? This is the wrong. Now, while I'm saying this, it's funny. But this is how a lot of guys that are in the gospel, they're not real. That's why they come from, pimps and players and hustlers, because it become a whole new game for them. What they do is they take the game that they know from the street and they use it on people that are vulnerable.
Right.
Oftentimes it's women and young people. And
You
the reason why,
you talking about my cousin Jay?
yeah, yeah,
Andre?
yeah. And the reason why people make fun of the church, people like me make fun of the church, is because the church won't stand up. The real ministers won't stand up and call out fake prophet, fake
Pastor
minister.
Pastor Jennings, he ain't calling them out.
Well, Pastor
He
Jennings,
fake
they
too. What are
found
you
out.
talking about? Why is
Pastor Jennings,
Jennings
they
not?
found out is one of the ones that talk about him, but he's one of them. They found out that his family.
Yeah. Hey, he
Yeah,
got that
Geno
house.
Jennings is a fraud.
Yeah, oh yeah. Got that house in the church's name.
But when I do that, some people that are in church, they be like, J. King, don't do that. Don't play with God like that. I'm like, cut it out. You think I'm
know. It's like,
playing
come
with
on,
God?
be serious. Are you kidding me?
You
You cut
motherfuckers
it
playing
out.
with God.
Shit.
Y'all play with God.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And he got all them black people
A
following
lot of
him like
times,
that.
when I made that statement there, Kente, because I wanted you to give me your true, honest opinion. It doesn't mean that I agreed with what Pastor Jennings do or anything. I think he's great, funny. I think he's it's all entertainment as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah,
So
so let me just say, so you can be funny,
Why did you
and you
address
can
that
be
to me?
you can be funny and be entertaining, but you can't be funny and entertaining and be a man of God and preach the word. In my
Fred.
that you got to be serious about that. Like I don't play with God. I play with people that pretend that want me to believe that's what God is looking for. That ain't what God is looking
Right.
for.
old bootleg ass preacher is just gonna be an old bootleg ass preacher. Come on, man. Come on. I'm past that shit.
Yeah. So Andy, don't come to the bank. It's a 2-hour process. Now, but I'm already on my way to the bank. Hey Donna, I was what? My schedule. I'm on from 8 to 10 Monday through Friday.
But then you own it. I called you yesterday.
I was on the air. I'm on the air from 3 to 5 on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, 2 to 6 on Thursday, 1 to 2:30 on Monday.
Remember that?
Well,
So it's either catch you after 10 in the morning or after 6 in the afternoon.
after 5 in the afternoon.
Yes, no, one day you on till 6.
Yeah, but I just run the board and I'm not there anymore. I just set the automation thing. I just set the board up.
So what you think? You want to do that little small thing?
Yeah, I would do it. So how big is the stage? How many musicians can I have on stage?
Now it can fit a band.
Okay.
So this is what I'm trying to do. So did you go look at that venue?
Yes, I did.
Okay. It's crazy because It's not. She's not open Monday to Friday. I mean, she's not open, for the full week. It is just a rental hall space, which is odd to me. I thought it was actually like a bar. Every day you go in there. No, it's a rental hall space. So, I found this space through Tammy Mack, really, but Dennis, the guy that put you guys for Inglewood, he put like 6 or 7 different things over there. And then his girl, Danny B from Climax, does a brunch over there. And then Tammy Mack is doing the brunch.
Okay.
So the lady,
do you get the bar?
No, that's what I was explaining to you. She's not giving up. She's not giving up no bar and no concession. Now, she asked me maybe 2 months ago, maybe about 2 months ago, will I come over there regular? But I don't see no money.
No, so what you gotta tell her is this. The only way I would come over there regular, because you see that there's only 200 seats. Even if I was charging $50 a ticket, and I sold every ticket, my gross potential is $10,000 before I do anything. But then I got to pay for talent, I got to pay for marketing, I got to pay for promotion, I got to pay for sound. So there's no money here. The only way it makes sense for me is if I get the bar, or at least a piece of the bar. So it's not attractive to me unless I can share and you got to tell them.
Okay, so the place is completely outfitted with everything concerning the sound.
Okay,
right?
so but still, you still got to pay for talent. You still got to pay for marketing. It's still, a $50 ticket. No matter how many different ways you cut that tie up, is only $10,000. So that means that you gotta, your talent has to be, what, $3,000, $500.
So you hit that. She's an Asian lady, and discussing all of this with her up front, it ain't happening. Trust me, I done went sideways to upside down with her.
So I don't understand how you could even do anything.
So this is so I want to share a scenario.
All right.
Okay, so in my mind, take for example September 12th. You got PK Soul, Fat Daddy, Jay Carter, and a couple of more coming to the Orleans Arena for a Southern Soul show. Of that lineup, I really only would take Fat Daddy and Jay Carter, the white people, and maybe throw another one on there. They both have agreed to come for $1,000.
Okay.
Fat Daddy, you haven't been to California. He said, give me $500 to $1,000.
Okay.
So I might find one more, I don't know, Gender Harris or somebody. If I was cool with a T, it would be a her. So that talent, so you're right in the sense. You cannot let talent cost more than $3. That's what my thought process is. I don't care how I sliced it up. Talent cannot cost me more than $3,000. A $50 ticket. I'm not going to get into a minimum bar guarantee with her because I'm not going to do that. I don't know what these people will drink or won't drink. Now, if you want $1,300 to rent it, that part I think could be negotiable with her if I do consistency. So I want to put up like 4 shows with the talent not costing me more than $3,000. And I probably walk away with $3,000 to $4,000, give or take. The way I would market it, I would market all the shows together, right? If I came up with 4 shows, I will market all 4 shows together. I haven't figured out what that pricing is going to be, but you basically are marketing it simultaneously. You can buy all 4 shows, you can buy 1 show, whatever. I'll put some type of package together with that. I'm thinking something like that might work.
Yeah, so then your assumption is that you sold out every show.
Yeah, it's only 200 tickets.
I know, but it's
and-
still, but
yeah.
200 tickets is 200 tickets times 4 is 800 tickets. So, I mean, you can't make the assumption that you're going to sell out every show. You got to make the assumption that you got to make money from other ancillary. If she's making money, you should be making money. There should be. So I would, if I were you, I would say this. I would ask her, what does the bar do normally? And then let her tell you. Don't just say, what do you do on average? Like, I'm just trying to figure out how much people drink.
So let me give you an example. So Tammy Mack, 125 people in there.
Mhm.
I know the answer to this because I asked her already. So, and she didn't give me all her shows. So what she likes to do is give you, if you want 200 people, she likes to put a $4,000 bar guarantee. I don't know how she came up with that number.
$20 a person.
Okay. No, but I don't know.
$20 a person.
No. Meaning, I don't know how she came up with $4,000.
I'm telling you. Listen, she's saying to you that you have to guarantee that each person is on average going to spend $20 on drinks. That's how she comes up with it. That you got to make sure that your guarantee is going to be met. Which is
Can I make the statement?
Yeah.
I know how she totals out to 4,000. What I'm saying is, what I didn't ascertain from her is why that number is 4 versus 6,000 or 8,000.
Because I'm telling you right now, because she's saying on average, every person is going to spend $20 on drinks. Or that's what she's telling you, that she would that you have to make sure that $20 each person is spending $20 on drinks, because if you do a bar guarantee, it don't cost you nothing.
What I'm saying is, if you have a $20,
Because that's what the average person drinks. That's what they say in a club. The average person drinks about $20 worth of drink.
well, without getting too much into $20 a plate.
So she said,
at least 2 drinks, or at least a food item and a drink. So it wouldn't be $20 based upon her menu. To me, it would be $40.
No,
so I go back
oh
to
my God, you're not listening. So you're not listening. So she's saying to you, Donna, you want this. If you want the venue, it won't cost you nothing. If $4,000 in drinks, not in food, just in drinks. That means that everybody has to drink at least one drink, because as you said, each drink is $20, right? Right?
I'm letting you explain to me without you having full information. But I'm trying to be respectful and listen. Her 4,000, she on the normal contract, she wants a 4,000 minimum F&E, food and beverage combined. I understand.
How about you guys?
If you got 200 people that is coming up,
I'll be right back.
I understand that. But
Dang, sound like somebody hard headed.
Well, now they're not hard headed. They're hard headed. They don't understand.
They don't get it. Yeah, they're not getting it.
They don't get it. They don't get it. That's why some places have 1 drink or 2 drink minimum.
Exactly. Either 2 ways you do it. Either you buy the club that night, or you guarantee X amount of people paying, drinking or drinks. A lot of times it's drinks and food, but most of the time it's just drinks. So it's like he said, I don't know why she's not getting it. It's real simple.
Right. But you can't guarantee.
You really can't. You can't even guarantee people coming.
You can't. That's why. But that's why for a $50 ticket, you go ahead and put a 1 or 2 drink minimum on there.
Right.
You go ahead and do that.
Or you charge a cover charge.
You ought to have a good time. You don't mind a 1 drink minimum. For me, if
there's no cover charge, of course. Because you're gonna do that anyway.
Deal. They do that at a lot of comedy clubs because the money's tight.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. That's a hard business, man. That's a hard hustle.
Trust me, I did it for 5 years and I lost my fucking shirt.
You gotta be responsible for a lot of stuff for a small amount of money, like 3 or 4 grand profit. It's not enough for the problems. Somebody have a fight, everybody leave, it's gone. The money now you gotta pay.
Try doing that shit every fucking night.
Never would.
I tried it for 5 years.
I'd rather have a dice game.
5 years I did this shit. I know, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's rough.
And then you gotta maintain your staff. You got your overhead is a motherfucker because I had to deal with, and at the time I was paying 26 grand a month for the venue. And then I had to cover my staffing. Then I had to cover fucking liquor costs, food costs, all that shit. That shit was a pain in the ass, man. And we ain't gonna even talk
I was talking to a bartender. I was talking to a bartender once, telling me all the many ways it is to steal.
Oh, fuck yeah.
For bartender.
Bartenders steal. Everybody steal. Fucking servers steal. Servers fucking steal. They pocket the money and ring up something else. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. You lose money everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
You lose money every fucking where. And not to mention ABC coming in, and don't let somebody underage sneak into the club. Your ass get fined. And if it happens so many times,
they always in the club. You just can't get caught with them in there because you can't. Man, that's who be in the club. Them youngsters.
Yep. But my stupid ass security was letting young ass girls in the back fucking door trying to hook up with teenagers. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, man, come on. It's a tough game, man. I wouldn't do it again. I would not do it again. It's a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Man, I lost so much
like
money,
I said,
man.
I'd rather have a dice game, poker game.
Yeah, for real. Man, my wife would get so pissed.
Yeah, that's tough business.
Yeah, because I was like, it's like every 5 minutes some shit was breaking down. Freezer on the 3rd floor breaking down. Gotta buy new freezers. And then
yeah.
Fucking sound system sucks. Gotta buy a new and I'm thinking it's the fucking sound system. And it's not the sound system, it's the acoustics of the fucking place. Because when they designed it, they didn't design it in mind for entertaining like the fuck we were doing. And it was just a pain in the ass, man. And it was
they got clubs in Oakland, they ain't got no permits, nothing. they be having they open up whole clubs here, no permits, nothing. They be jamming until they get busted. Be in there for
They've been
Yeah,
doing
they'll
that
be
for
having
Money
years.
for a quick time. Shit. Yeah.
They've been doing that for years.
Wow.
yeah, they be having all kind of shit, man. And there'll
And
be
the
no
motherfucker
permit,
be probably
and then
packed
something
too,
will
don't
break
they?
out.
Yep. And you good until some
Yeah,
shit jump.
yeah. Well,
Until some
yeah,
shit
no, they
happens.
do good until some shit jump off, and
That-
then they
That's
say
what made me
it
stop.
wasn't permitted. But
Yeah, that's what made me
yeah,
stop DJing. All that shit would break out after the party and everything. I'd be like, damn, I'm done.
It's fucked up, man, because black folks can't have shit because niggas gotta go in and fuck it up every time.
Not all the time, man. Not
Fred,
all the
you
time.
always be
no,
fucking
no.
shit up.
I've seen some very well-established places that never had a fight, never had a situation, but it was poor management of the money.
Oh, sometimes you gotta have like I went to an OG picnic Saturday, right? I'm from East Oakland, but it was a North Oakland picnic, and there's a lot of youngsters in North Oakland that but they couldn't come, and I thought maybe one or two would try to,
You're right
just
about that. It's not necessarily the color demographic, it's the age demographic. Because one of my worst
age.
nights. When you think about racists, right? You think about, okay, you get a bunch of young ass thug ass niggas, they're gonna be crazy, right? Not necessarily. And then you think about Mexicans, a bunch of Mexican gangbangers, they can be bad, right? What's the most docile crowd you can think of?
Honestly,
Indian, right? You would
not-
think Indians. You would think Indians would be very docile, right? Man,
Oh, you mean Eastern
yeah,
Indians?
Middle Eastern Indians.
You're talking
Yeah,
about
from India,
Okay.
not Indian, not American Indians.
Okay, not Native Indians, Eastern
Right.
Indians, right?
Eastern Indians. Man, them motherfuckers, they tore my shit up. A promoter came in and it was some singer who was real famous in their culture. They had a concert at the amphitheater and they wanted to do an after party at my spot. I said, man, do what you want. Give me just pay me for the evening. You can do what you want. Man, it was so many fucking people in there. And the guy didn't fucking show up. The singer. He was supposed to come and do a meet and greet kind of thing. This motherfucker didn't show up. They tore my spot the fuck up.
Yeah, they like to party.
Nuts.
They like to party.
Hey, man, there was a bunch of underage girls in that motherfucker. They were all, it was so many 16-year-olds in there. It wasn't fucking funny.
Yeah, they like to party.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you, Fred.
Let me ask you something. Anybody here ever been to a rave concert or either
Yeah, I used to have them.
4 days festival? I have never seen, like y'all was
Well,
sitting around. Excuse me, just a minute. You asked a question. I want to elaborate.
But you asked a
on
question. All right, go
it.
ahead.
And from the time that they get out of the car with them pants, they got them ripped jeans and them damn them pantyhose under there with all that makeup and black shit on, they start running. Soon as the music come on, they start running. I'm not talking about running to the stage, just back and forth, just running. A festival that they charge $3,000 and $4,000 to get into, and they give you a little thing of beer like this. Now the vendors that come out, I'm trying to figure out these people that have a liquor license, because I'm understanding. That's where we running into a problem, and we're running into a problem with how many people can be there, the zone and the capacity, all of that shit.
Nigga, you ever see them do that slam dancing shit? Every time
Man,
they did that bullshit, I was saying security in there because like them motherfuckers in there fighting.
Man, I done seen them surfing, so we don't want to always say that it's the blacks or the people of color.
No, it's not always the blacks. It's not always the blacks. What I learned, it's an age demographic. Because I had a Crip night. It was all fucking Crips. The dude came with a wad of money. Said, I want to buy the club for the night. I said, all right. I said, man, but you got to promise me it can't no shit break out. He said, no, it's all Crips. We going to be cool. They had a cool fucking even. It was two cats got to argue, but the guy that paid me, he squashed that shit real quick. But them motherfuckers, they was in the sea walking and cripping it, and they had a good time, man. They partied like the fuck they was supposed to. Nothing broke out. But they were OGs though. They were a bunch of older motherfuckers, but no young motherfuckers.
Right. Man.
You know, I've seen raffle tickets be passed out at different functions. I've seen there's something about that liquor, and then I've hung out at a lot of bars, and in the morning time I still be there. And you know, they count the bottles. They count the beer bottles. That's how they keep up with the sale. They don't let you just throw that motherfucker away. And then when you put it in the trash, you got somebody out there at the dumpster going through counting them bottles. They shots, how much liquor, how many 32 ounces in a bottle, $5 a shot. I mean, it's a math to that shit. It really is.
Third hour power.
Yeah.
And they will devour kings in
Kings
the morning.
Let me do this. I'll be right back. I got something for you, Kente.
I used to scout tickets. I used to be at all kind of different concerts. In everybody the same, just different cultures. People.
Yeah. Well, I noticed though, it matters what age it is though, because if you get a bunch of older people, and they drinking cognac and they just doing their thing, they cool, man. They ain't tripping, you know. But if you get a bunch of young motherfuckers, then they gonna nut up. They gonna nut up, and that's in any race, any culture. All right, y'all, I gotta go. I'm out. Y'all be easy.
Yep. See you tomorrow. Yeah.
What's going on, Kente?
Didn't tell you like he's chilling.
My battery level is low, so it makes my mic fuck up. So I'm kind of just listening.
Oh.
Cause don't you hear a lot of crackling shit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
You don't have your charger. You don't have your charger with you.
That's the look of no, King's official eye.
Oh, shut the fuck up. He ain't talking to you. Yeah, I got a charger right here, man. But
You heard what I said.
You heard what I said
earlier about the. You heard what I said earlier about the your theme song.
No, what you say?
Said we got to change. We're gonna have to change it to the cloth fell off. He did. The cloth fell off.
Oh,
I like
cloth fell off. The cloth
Yeah,
fell.
Snitchy, I have to send you a picture of my first harvest. I got a bunch of tomatoes, bell peppers,
I can't wait to see it.
cucumbers. Yeah, that little heat
You gonna eat?
brought stuff
What
out.
about your peppers?
No, you know what? They're starting to flower though.
You gonna eat all that, Bernard? Or you giving something?
No, I give it to the neighbors. And can you hear me? Because my phone is
Yeah.
ringing.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
He gives a
it goes
lot
out.
of it away. King's official eye.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that becomes something where you just like to watch it grow.
Ringing.
And you know, it becomes.
Yeah, well, you can't. You just no way. There's no way you can eat all that stuff, man. Yeah, you're right. I do like to watch it grow. It's amazing.
Well, you can pickle it. You can store it.
Yeah, you can pickle it. You can pickle, and you know what? I feel it's funny because I pickled some a couple years ago, and I still got jars in there. Yeah,
He'll
That's
give it
either
away.
pepper. Yeah, pepper, but it's totally it's a big difference to go out and tomato and get stuff, and you can tell the difference of freshness. It's really
Especially in a tomato.
it's kind of like, even when you go, have you ever been fishing and as soon as you caught the fish, they cooked it right there, fried it? Totally different. Just totally different. Yeah. Yeah. Fresh. That noise. That's Kentucky.
Yeah,
Or
his
me.
battery.
Oh, if it was me, I couldn't hear him. Yeah, I was yesterday I had to go deal with my son. Jay called me this morning. I was telling him, and my son chose hospice yesterday. He said he been fighting all these years before, for me and his mother. But now he want to do something for himself. He said he tired, and I'm not one to. I can't, like, if I was in pain like that every day. I mean, I can't hold that against him. He said, man, a couple of days will start. They're just gonna make him comfortable, and I don't know how long that lasts, but that's what he wants. Yeah, that's what I was dealing with yesterday. But I mean, you got to be strong to be able to do that, because they have the whole team coming there, and they asked you, like we say, we all gotta go. All gotta go.
King Emac is sending prayers to you and your family, King Bernard. Our sister
I
Crystal
appreciate it.
says that she's sorry.
Yeah, he's 48 or 49. Shit, I lose track, but yeah, I mean, I was amazed how he just, he said, man, I got to do something for myself. I've been doing this for y'all. That's rough. They just, a couple weeks ago, they cut off the last of his toes. He's like, oh, come on, man, that's enough is enough. It's amazing what doctors can do, or medicine. It's, of course, for a price.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it comes to a point when the quality of life is not there.
Exactly. Exactly. It just, like you say, you don't become, people forget about you. They don't. He brought that up. He was like, man, at the end, you just know who in your corner. I said, no, you can't feel that, because people, life is life, and man, it don't stop for people. They can't, I feel like they should make more time for him, but parents brought you in, your parents gonna be there with you. You're not supposed to be that way, but they're supposed to watch you fast.
Right.
Yep. Yeah. What Kente doing? That's humming. Kente driving? What are you? Oh, Fisher, you never did answer that. What that song was, Snitchy? They say it was hard to play. Dre says it's hard to play on the bass. I can't remember the song now.
I think he was saying "My Girl."
My Girl, yeah, My Girl. So you think that's difficult? The beginning.
I have to listen to it. Is that the
yeah.
James Jamerson? Wait,
yes.
My Girl.
Our sister Jelena says, sending prayers for you and your son, King Bernard.
No,
Oh, thank you.
Oh yeah. No, that song don't sound hard to play.
He said the dude, it seemed like it would. I don't, you know, I can't play nothing, so I
I
don't
had to
know.
listen to it, but from what I remember, it don't sound. It don't,
Bernard.
Huh?
I was gonna tell you up until I spoke with Yvette, and yesterday we was looking for you, and she had told me that you guys were going through some things, and I know that you try to carry the world on your shoulders like you are a big brother and shit. But Fish been through some things like that too, man. And you gotta talk to us, man, because we are our family no matter what. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I just try to, I know I gotta keep it moving. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm one of them people, boy. If you lay around and you let it stew,
Well, that's what we're here
like
for.
yeah,
Let me be quiet and let you talk. Yeah, but that's what we're here for. Shit.
I appreciate it. Yeah, he reminded me of you yesterday, Fred. He was planning a funeral.
Yeah.
His kind though. He don't want all that. You don't want the
Right,
church. He want like a party thing. I got one of them glass. He going in the box with me with that. It's glass. It's in a crematorium. It's in a what they call that, a mausoleum. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. You going not that kind where they put you in the wall. I don't like that. They have these kind now that has glass shelves, and you could go in there and you could change the pictures. And I've seen people in there with Raiders and Budweiser and fishing pictures. And, it's different. It's nice. I have to take a picture of it and show it to y'all.
King Michael says,
Yeah, man. I
family,
planned
King
mine,
Bernard.
and I heard it, and I cried, and I heard, and I cried, and I'm still here. So I don't know how to prepare you or do nothing but say, man, if it's God's will, and if somebody's suffering, we don't want to be too overwhelmed with if it's their choice, this, that, and the other. But I'm gonna shut up because guess what I found too? My child, my mama, anybody that's close to me, and you go to talk about, you understand, I black out. No, you don't know what I go through. So I'm gonna give you your space, and if you ever want to talk, we can talk about it. But I just, I talked to a lady, she said, and I talked to Fish, and they said that that's the hardest thing in the world to do is to bury your child. So I'm here for you in any way you want me to be.
I got to hold up for my wife. She been hard. She don't like this. She don't want me to see her break down. It's gonna be a rough ride. You know. Yep. Yeah. But he been a handful since day one, that one. So always something. Yeah. Now you say something yesterday made me, he was really a mess in them streets. Talking about, well, I say all that don't count. You was a factor in your mind and you was a factor in that circle. But, the streets move on, man. Them people don't care nothing about, matter of fact, I was thinking about it when I go talk to him. I'm going to see him this afternoon. I'm going to let him know. If we go through the lineup of the people you talking about, if they ain't dead or in jail, it ain't but one or two that probably just stopped doing what y'all used to do. So, that type of life gets you nowhere, man. There's no factor in that.
Right.
Them people, because he was saying, well, my life choices got me here. I said, yeah. You know,
I believe in God, man. I don't know. Not that one in the Bible. I just believe in spiritual guidance.
right.
You know, and it's planned. I didn't know that until 2 or 3 years ago. You know, I'm a work in progress or whatever. But you can't plan it. You can't plan it. You can do the best you can. You can try to walk right, talk right. Man, that's deep. It's deep. And then, you know, man, we were talking about old Freddie today. That guy that we met 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
It's like, man, God put him in our life. Man, that brother stood there and talked to us like we've been knowing him for 3 years, like we hang together. Talk to us, I mean, and just a genuinely good brother, and then taken sick. And I was the one that was supposed to get sick. Everybody else got a cold. Or whatever we all got, you know.
Man, that man was there 2 hours, man, talking to us, man.
That's right. Had us all just laughing, and his little manager boy with the gold shoes on.
Steve McQueen.
Yeah.
His name is Brent.
No, that's the clothes he wear. Steve McQueen.
Okay.
Right.
All his outfits, the clothes and the shoes. Every day he had on Steve McQueen.
I tell him I'm gonna get them tennis shoes before you leave. Them gold ass tennis shoes.
Well, if y'all want, I can send a sympathy card to the house.
Oh yeah, we have to. It's in Dallas, and Jay ain't gonna be able to go because Jay is in Pittsburgh that day.
Yeah.
But like I was saying, yeah, life's short, real short. And we learn people judge you. They don't know what's going on with you. All you got to do is open your mouth, you know. But we as men, we try to walk around here with this tough jacket on. And no, that's part of life. No, brother. Shit, some of the time I lay up and I think of what did I get from these individuals that have left. Why am I the way that I am? But when I look at those pictures and I think about I am them, that's who you say, I ain't in that family. I don't want to be nothing like them. I ain't, motherfucker, you are them. No matter what. You can try to break the curse and do better and use proper English and don't curse. But at the end of the day, you are your people and God lives within you. And first and foremost, I'm God's child, and you can't take that away from me. And you are too, brother.
I appreciate it. I mean, I was impressed. I was surprised at how strong he was. You know, you got to be to make that decision. You know, you got to be in sound in mind. You know, he didn't wait till he was mentally where he wasn't there. You know, mentally he's all there. His body just shutting down, and he like, man, you know, I can't do this no more. And I'm like, yeah. And they rushing him to the hospital. He's staying in a care facility, but they rushed him to hospital 2-3 times a month. He's staying there a couple of days, and then he go back, and he just, man. He said, I can't do this. And it's been about 10, 11 years now. And he's been accident, so rough. Like you say, for you know. Well, it was nice out here today. The weather, I know it was raining out there where you was at, Fred, the other day, huh?
And give him just one moment, King Bernard. He stepped away for a second. Sister may have called him.
Oh. Is it nice up there, Fish?
Yeah, it's
The
nice.
weather?
It's cooled down a little. It cooled down a little bit. It was pretty hot.
Mm-hmm.
It's perfect now. Yeah, it's perfect now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a rough spot, Bernard.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's rough. Let me see.
It's even rougher when you have to deal when you've dealt with it for such a long time. You know, like when I lost my daughter, it was very sudden. You know,
Right.
but either way, it's you know, it's very rough. The one thing that helped me and my wife was we started going to this group meeting where it was all parents that had lost their children, you know.
Yeah.
And they would share about their experience, and you know, that was helpful.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
Because
do something.
You people don't really understand unless, you know, you've experienced that. So, you know, hearing from other people who had experienced the same thing, you know, was comforting.
Yeah, how they got through it or getting through it, because
Yeah,
you never go.
right,
Yeah, it
right.
don't stop.
Yeah, no, it don't stop. I mean, you know, you lose a part of yourself.
Mm,
You kind of walking wounded for the rest of your life.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know, but
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I don't see it gonna be a rough. I don't know how long. You know, you don't know about that hospice stuff, so we don't know how long. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know. Yeah.
Well, once he made that decision, you know, it
Mm-hmm.
probably won't be much longer. You know, once the person makes that decision.
Yeah. Yeah, because they stopped giving them all the meds they give them, you know, on a daily basis, and then they just give you whatever just to make you comfortable, and
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
and your so your body, they actually he doesn't want to be at the hospital, so they're actually gonna have a hospice team come out to the care facility and start it there and do what. Yeah. He want to be where you know, that's where he's familiar with. You don't want to be in the hospital, so they was like, oh, okay, if that's what you wish.
Yeah. When my mom passed away, we had a home hospice here at the house, and the one thing that really helped my mom was like on the last few days, a nurse came that gave her a massage.
Oh, okay.
You know, that was the best thing for her. That massage was just the greatest thing that, you know, she could have had at the time.
Yeah. And then they were talking about he's so small, you know, they were even saying like if something did happen to him before he made this decision, that he's so small you couldn't even do CPR, you know? Like you'll break something. He's so frail.
Yeah.
So it's just, you know, to the point to where your body breaks down.
Yeah.
Is Tony bigger than him, my brother?
Oh yeah, Tony got good weight on him, but maybe not to you because you know how. But Tony healthy shit. He eating them weed cookies over there. He all right. Yeah, Tony got a little weight on him. Yeah, my son, thin as the wind, man. I used to take him to breakfast once a month, and I'd put him I got him one of them lightweight wheelchairs. I folded up, put it in the trunk, and put him in the car. And now it hurt him to move. He stopped wanting to go. He don't even come to the house no more because he said it hurts him to move. He don't like moving. And you get in that wheelchair, you hit a bump or something. Yeah. I've been watching him for the last, 4 or 5 months. He really, used to be, he wanted to do this, wanted to do that. All that kind of just ceased.
Yeah, y'all ever tried asking him to just try a bunch of that damn not Pedialyte, but it's a drink that old people drink and the baby drink, and it blow them up, right?
Yeah,
and that morphine, man, I don't even take it because I would have been there, and I know that I belong to hospice palliative care, and they give me a whole bunch of shit to kill me, and I'm just amazed that I'm back. I'm just back, man, and all that weight loss, I was looking like a chicken, like I was about to die and shit, man. That was that shit they was giving me to kill the pain, bro.
Yeah,
I just got past the pain, and it seemed like I'm doing a lot better. I'm doing great.
Right. Good.
Oh, man, I just don't want you to just give up on him like that. Not give up on him, but you don't want him to suffer. And if you could just get that pain out and getting some weight on him, I'm optimistic with that.
Yeah, that pain, that's what got him. That's mentally. Like, he'll be just talking to you, and then he just go, oh!
Yes,
he have like, what they call that?
Spasms.
Neuropathy.
Neuropathy,
yeah, man.
spasms.
And then he has, like, his toes hurt, and he don't even have them. That's like your brain has to teach itself that there's no toes there no more. But you can still feel stuff that ain't there. That's crazy, man.
Bernard, my other brother, the one that was sitting there high, he didn't have no legs from the sugar diabetes, bro.
They cut him off.
They had to cut him off, and you see, like Tony don't have no toes. And that's why it just scares me, man. That's why I tried to do the right thing with my health, because everybody was blind. Well, everybody, my father, my grandmother, my sister, 2 of my sisters, all of this came from sugar diabetes and hearts and strokes, man. But they didn't have the tools that we have, like the little cup that do your blood pressure and the poking and checking your A1C every day with the one punch, whatever. But yeah, man.
Yeah, they didn't have that.
But like people won't admit, man, that sugar is worse than alcohol, man. It's in our blood or genes or something, man, because I crave it. I can tell that it sets me off. My feet be numb at night, my toes, but I crave it, bro. I'm talking about even if it's some ice cream, Reese's sugar, and anything, a serpent bread, just to get me to go to sleep at night, donut, whatever. But it makes me crazy when I wake up. I'll be, wow.
I eat my wife sugarless candy. But I think that sugarless stuff ain't no good for you.
You're right. Chemicals. Especially when you're trying to overdo it with the shit, like it tastes like medicine.
Yeah. Some of it is sweeter than real.
Kente, you gonna add something to it, or you gonna keep on chopping on the gum, smacking and shit?
My mic was muted. You didn't hear me smacking on any gum.
Well, it looked like you was enjoying it. I want to ask you how your day doing, brother.
Well, I was listening, Fred. That's a part of the show.
Well, why you come in here downgrading me today? how
Because
horrible the show was, and I know that I really I put a lot into this.
well, I didn't downgrade you. You really put on display your Clarabelle the Clown character.
Is that what you want me to be? I can be a man of wisdom and knowledge and understanding. You have to make me the butthole of every joke, not the butthole. We don't want to have Bernard to go in and come back down. see, you know
Well,
what's
that's
fucked
how
up?
you look at it, Fred. You debating whether or not you just said the butthole, and then you said no, not the butthole. So you don't know
Yeah.
what to call it yourself. You know, you just taking it that way.
Right.
So does my mic sound better?
Sounds a lot better.
Yeah, I noticed that the all that crackling went away as y'all were talking because I can hear it, and I didn't want it to come over on the air, but then it went away. And so I was listening to the stories, so I didn't come in and say, "Do you guys hear my crackling?" I actually said, "I'm gonna wait until maybe somebody say something to me like you just did." See, I got mind power. I know how to make you speak to me when I want you to.
You can
I
go
said,
back
let
to
me
work,
just be
Sir Fetch-a-Lot,
patient.
if you're going to sit over there and turn around and laugh at everything that niggas say.
What do you mean? What do you mean, Fred?
You're not funny, man.
That's my line to you,
No.
Fred.
You know you're not funny. Okay, them bullshit.
I love kicking it with you, though. I don't give a fuck. You're just not funny on the show, Fred. But it's fun kicking it with you. You know, to be funny on the show, Fred, you got to have a lot of. Sometimes you hit it, the nail on the head, but sometimes, well, you just ain't got it, Fred. You just don't have it.
Okay.
It's cool as
You said
fuck. It's cool. You funnier kicking it with you and shit. That shit be because you don't try. It's just effortless. But here you try to be funny because you think it's a show, and so you feel that because it's a show that what you have to add is being a character that is funny. And you thought you was funny in your life, Fred, but you're really not that funny when you're trying to be funny. You're funnier. You're funnier when you're more spontaneous. Fred, I'm a doctor, Fred. I am.
Well, what happened to your birds that flew out your cage? You couldn't
Fred, they
get
didn't
them to
leave. I
come
let
back.
them go.
What?
I opened the cage and let them go. And I'm
Mm.
glad that I did because I was looking at them in a different way where it was blinding me about them in a real sense. Because Snitchy is a dingbat. She really is a dingbat. But it was blinding me because
Why
that was
you
my
talking
bird
about
and I
your
couldn't see it. I
why
couldn't.
you talking
I mean,
about
I
your
would say
property
it.
like that?
Huh?
Why you talking about your property like that?
I let it go. I can let it go, Johnny.
He ain't
Snitchy
got
in
the
there,
proof of ownership.
and then
He
you
ain't got
got
the proof of
Chocolate A.
ownership. He ain't got the proof. He ain't got the paperwork. And
I ain't got the paperwork. And then you got Chocolate Peach. I could only
did you get
use
her
her
shots
like I
before you
did.
let her go? You're
I
not
could.
responsible animal keeper. You just let her go. You did you make sure she had her papers and her shots?
I was like, get the fuck out of here.
Damn.
So that left them open as open targets for me to fuck with them at any given time they fuck up. They were blinding me. They're the three birds, and I felt like a blind mice. They were blinding me with.
You would be a mouse, singular. Mice
Was
is
that
plural, sir.
Esther? Was that Esther?
Well, in the
That was your
song it's
auntie.
mice. In the song is mice, so I stuck with the song. I didn't never heard three blind mouse, three blind mice. It's
That's
three
not the
blind
context
mice.
that you just used. You said you spoke to yourself in the singular. That would make you a mouse,
No, I
among
felt
other
like I was
things.
part of the characters in the song, which was one of the mice.
You got a lot of feelings. James Brown wrote a song about it.
Like to hear it? Here it go.
Yeah, let me hear it.
Nah.
No. Kente, can you do the Three Bears?
Three bear, yeah. Mama bear, Papa bear, baby bear, right?
No, it was three that got loose. I think Mama and Bear, me and Jay with me. Papa Bear went off with his buddies into the woods, and we came home, and this whole bear family had taken over the show, taken over the hut. And
Well, what
Bear,
bears? Are you talking about them women?
yeah, it's three bears.
Well, the show ended at 10 o'clock yesterday. That's because she couldn't handle it. She just couldn't handle it. It was her and
Oh shit! Look who's here. What time is it?
who's here?
Time to get a watch.
One of them birds.
Who's here?
Chocolate. Thunder.
Oh, Chocolate back.
Mm-hmm. She
And
got
she
on a
really
little ribbon.
disappointed me because she put those shoes on just so I could pollinate her. She was so tall, and I looked at her in a different way. I said, "Oh, you got potential." And then I looked down, and she wasn't really that tall. Yeah.
Opposite speaks. Delusional is what you are.
Oh, it's so beautiful how I bring that out. She's
Rocks
such a
very wide.
songwriter.
Very
And
wide.
another reason why I couldn't really make a decision because she has lyrics. Look at those lyrics.
I like Chocolate Peach.
Lets me know I put her right where she belongs in the percussion. That's where you belong. Keep on writing, girl. Keep on writing.
What's up, everybody? What's happening?
Uh-oh, here comes Charles.
What's up, Charles?
Was that Charles? Charles.
Hey, Scissors.
There, Charles. Here.
What's
What
up,
up,
Big
Charles? So y'all was having your own private conversation, huh?
Something like pork and beans and
Dang.
po'
And then
boy.
you heard I was talking about her, huh, Charles? Huh? Charles, you know you didn't get real close to her till I start showing her some affection. She'd come on every day and I show her some affection, tell how nice she was, how nice she looked. And then you would come and do right what I would do and take my place. Don't you think I would notice that, huh, Charles?
Let me explain something to you. I've been giving her compliments before.
You didn't give her shit, Charles. You never gave her compliments. Not until I did it. Because she would just shit all over you when you tried to be a man and talk for yourself. She would kill you on the microphone, Charles.
That's when she whipped that deadly finger out on his fuck ass.
You're a king.
She
and you let
whipped
her
that
come
deadly
on and
finger
just
out
take
on his
your
ass.
voice like that. I said,
Hey, Fred.
ain't this it?
With shitty
You
ass
think
fingers.
I'd ever let Snitchy Poo steal my thunder on here? No. The way she did 6 Eyes.
Who is that?
She
Who is that supposed to be,
brutalized
Barney?
6 Eyes. In
Oh.
his
Huh?
face.
That's Huckleberry Hound.
Yeah, you brutalized it. And you didn't have any kind of intelligence to back yourself up because you was such a dingbat. You would put on display how much of a dingbat you was, and I said, how did she manipulate that guy like that? What did you do? You did something that made him, I don't know how you did it, but he fell for it.
You don't know how because it didn't happen. So
Yeah,
that makes
you did.
sense.
Girl, when you wouldn't talk to him unless all three of us was on the phone, it was like I stole you from him. And you wouldn't
What
speak
it's
to him
like
anymore?
versus what it is are two separate things.
Well, what it was a threesome. It became
What
a
it is a
threesome.
low down feeling.
And that's a low down feeling. He must have been feeling low down. Because he didn't know you talk like that. I had to expose how you be talking. He was like, "Oh, you talk like that?" Yeah, man, she talk like that, man. She just don't do it around you. You're being fake. You were fake with 6 eyes. But that's how you are. I saw how fake you was when you came in my office. So fake.
Being that your office is also fake, that makes a lot of sense.
Well, my office is wherever I am.
Are you in your office right now?
My office.
You're in your office right now?
Talking to you.
He has a mobile
Oh,
office.
A mobile office. That's
it's a
right.
mobile office. Okay.
No,
Yeah.
leave it.
Only thing is, we're in the lobby. Because that's where I put you. You're in the lobby part. Ain't no way you can get back in there where I wanted to put you. I wanted to put you right there out front, but you couldn't handle it. You had to
Sir?
bring up you and your sisters.
Yes, I did.
Like, yeah, and then I found out how much they just, you know what they do to you? You don't see it either because you're blinded. Do
Am
you
I?
know how much they put you down? You don't see that?
You don't
I
even
came
see
to
that.
lift you up. No, I came to lift you up. But don't you see how much they put you down? You don't see it. That's a terrible thing. All you can do is evolve.
Uh-huh. There it is. Karma Cam. Enjoy that thing. This is how I know God loved me. And that's how I know.
He must have went and jumped.
I know it.
He went and jumped in the elevator. He ain't got no signal.
Bless his heart.
And
I was just getting ready to tell him on next Wednesday I'm doing a Bob Marley special.
Oh, he'll enjoy that.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's Wild Wednesdays again, 3:00 California.
So, the Queen's not doing anything today?
Yes, indeed. We'll be moving out of their way in just a few minutes. 11:15.
For
You
what?
doing what now? What's she doing?
Queens
Shutting
in the
down the
morning.
show?
We'll be, it's Wednesday, King Fred. Mondays and Wednesdays we leave early, okay?
And then what happened?
And then we go and support other good things happening on J King
I
Network.
thought you go backstage. Ain't that what
Yeah,
happened?
but we try. Aren't we
So you
trying
trying
to
to-
hang
you
out
trying-
backstage while Queens in the Morning is happening?
What the
King
fuck
Fred.
is going on? What's going on, Kente? Kente,
You know
what's
when
going
people
on with
just call
her?
you? Can you hear me?
Yes.
I can hear you.
He can't hear us. He went out. He'll come back in. King Fred, King Michael said watermelon, beets, and pineapples, Uncle Fred, for your juicing.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you, Brother Michael.
I keep getting calls when I'm on the phone by people that are you the homeowner? We want to develop this, we want to develop that.
We're in a whole
God
bag of
damn, who's
crackers right
making
now.
all that fucking noise?
I know. Don't worry. It's taken care of.
Well, why in the fuck you didn't handle that way long time ago?
First, I had to figure out who was in a whole bag of crackers.
Yeah, but you mute me just like that.
Once I know, I know.
No, it's when you don't know. It's a
The
lot
problem
of
is,
times you don't know.
yeah, the problem is a lot of times you need more.
I be getting
You
all
said
these
you
calls.
get muted more. Scissors.
I be
No, I
telling
said
when I
you
get
should
them
be
calls,
muted
you
more.
know what I do?
Oh.
I told them, they say, yeah, this is that. We want to know, can we develop this? Can we do this? Can we have free? I say, you keep calling at the wrong time. I'm having sex right now. That's why I be hanging up on you. I say you need to call at the right time because I'm really having some good sex right now. She hung up on me. And I be blocking, and I block them, block the number. Sometimes
Short
they even
story.
do. Sometimes they even go.
Hey, leave
Fuck
it.
them up.
Leave it.
Huh?
That's you.
I do. I say I'm
Leave it.
coming. I'm coming. Make them hang up.
Kente.
Yeah.
Hello.
Damn, Fred, what the fuck was that? Don't
That
do
wasn't
that
King
again.
Fred.
That's
That wasn't
Bernard
King
somewhere
Fred.
eating snot. Shit.
That was you, Fred.
No, it wasn't.
That's nothing like Big Daddy.
That wasn't you.
No, it was not.
Shit.
Or how you know it was not?
Because I'm here on the board and I know a lot of sounds that you buckets make.
Well, if you know all the sounds, how come it took you so long to get that noise out of here?
He was in a bag of crackers.
Did you hear
No, I
me?
wasn't. That wasn't me. That wasn't me.
Not you, Scissors. Not
Did you hear me, Yusef?
Huh?
I said next Wednesday I'm doing a Bob Marley special.
What you doing today?
A lot of stuff. A lot of old 12 inchers. I'm doing all 12 inchers.
Oh, okay. You like Bob Marley, Johnny?
I have everything Bob Marley put out.
Do you? Everything?
Yeah, I have his discography.
Oh, really? You got his interviews and all that too?
No.
No?
Just the music part.
Oh, yes, yeah. Yeah, I always keep Bob Marley on Sirius FM, Channel 19 on my Bob songs. All of his songs are relevant to me right now. I just can register with them.
But you're gonna be hearing them next Wednesday.
I hear him today. I hear him every day. I step in my car, man.
Oh, okay. I ain't mad at
I guess, yeah, that's what smoking that weed 24/7. Here on Weed FM 27 radio.
I listen to him. I haven't been smoking weed really at all. You haven't seen me on the show smoking weed. I haven't really weed. It ain't like I gotta have weed, man. I gotta have the spirit.
Can I say something?
You look like you was fucked up the other day, Kente.
Huh?
You look like you was fucked up the other day.
Right. Right.
A couple days ago.
Yeah.
You was peering
This
over
week.
them glasses. I said, Kente look high in the motherfucker.
Beady
What
eye.
glasses I had on?
Kind of look like Burt Reynolds sunglasses.
Burt Reynolds.
They're new. They're new to the collection.
Oh, really?
Damn, you're paying very close attention.
I know, man.
I
She act
pay
like she
attention
know
to
me
all
so
you
well,
buckets.
man.
Stop it, King Fred.
Fred, let me tell you something, man. I had her in my back pocket.
Well, Sir Fisher-Lott had her in his book bag.
Yeah. Well, I told you, just like Michael Jackson said, she's a vegetable and we eat off of her.
Well, vegetables are good for you.
Oh, you're spoiled, though.
Here's one of my favorites.
If I'm spoiled, you could have turned me into compost, and I help your vegetables to grow.
No, you
Still
are
good for you.
compost. You are compost.
Chicken shit.
Yeah, but Bob
Johnny?
Marley, man, Bob Marley's songs are so relevant.
Hold on
today.
just a second, and then I'm gonna bow down and get out of here and just listen. Johnny, I
Sound
want to
like a
offer you an
prophet to
apology.
me. He sounds like a prophet to me, Johnny.
I wasn't able to get with you when you were up in the Bay Area and the Sacramento area. My wife had
Fred, why the
fell
fuck you just interrupted me like that? You didn't.
because
Now, when you
you're a
was
long
talking,
ways away. You're a long ways away. By the time I heard you talking, I was already into my conversation.
well, no. It was like when you told somebody to say, "Hold up." It was just like when you came in earlier and you wanted to be heard. Remember you did that and told people to
Yeah,
hold up.
I do it a lot because you don't
Well,
be
you
talking
just
about
did it
shit.
just now, Fred. You just fucked up and did exactly what you told somebody else not to do.
Yeah, you don't be talking about shit.
Well, that's not a good reason for that.
Hey, this kid, I gotta wait until you get through with that bullshit.
Well, it's just like you being a hypocrite.
Remember, I got 10 faces and I'm a liar.
Well, many will see the light. Like Bob Marley.
Can you hear that?
People
You
fight it out.
Yes, King Graham Cracker. It's not licensed or anything, right?
I don't give a fuck if it's licensed. He can't play his music on top of us.
Well, we could go.
The grandma, just because he got the keys to the city and shit, and that's J. King's from fucking Del
Fred, he ain't got no license from you, huh?
That motherfucker, man, you better pump your brakes. Wherever your name is.
So Johnny, that song right there, Johnny, was called Exodus, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
What was it called?
Oh, it's called Exodus.
Well, play it tonight.
No.
You too cool. You too cool to let Fred fuck with you.
You hear that lyric? You hear that lyric he just said right there, Johnny? In that short time?
Yes, sir.
He said, "Men and people will fight it out when you see Jah light." When you see Jah light.
That was not meant for you, Snitch.
What?
Men and people will fight it out when you see Jah light. Mm-hmm. Yes, we're gonna walk through the roads of creation.
I had to go get my Exodus.
We the generation.
What's happening with the Huskies, Johnny?
Right now we just we're still looking at the rebuild, but we're gonna be all right.
In what, football?
Yeah.
Shit, y'all was good in football. What are you talking about?
Yeah, okay. Keyword was.
Y'all got it. Y'all got it. So when it wasn't that good last year?
We were all right.
Yeah. Or how was you the year before?
Terrible.
Well, wasn't that who was the quarterback?
I can't remember his name. We got rid of him. I was pissed.
The brother that went, what you telling me, that quarterback was raw.
Oh, the one he graduated, didn't he?
Yeah.
He went to the NBA, NFL.
Yeah, but I said the year before. I always did like Washington. I watch Washington all the time.
Oh yeah, me too.
They always have a good.
Making over to the game.
Yeah, they're not. Are they still in the Pac-12?
Hell no, we've been gone.
No, Big Ten.
Yeah,
Big Ten now.
Yeah, we've been there. This is going on our 4th year.
Right. So who won the Big 12 last year?
You mean the Big 10?
The Big 10. Who's in it? Is that where Indiana in that?
Yeah, I think Indiana is. There's
Is
quite
Washington
is a bunch of teams.
Is Indiana and is Michigan in it?
No.
What conference is that Michigan in? The Big 12?
12, yeah.
So Big 10, is that Kansas State?
Kansas, LSU,
LSU.
Texas. We got quite a few.
Yeah. So a lot of them came from other conferences.
And Oregon jumped in there with us too.
Yeah. So Oregon was tough.
Yeah.
I thought maybe something was happening today, Johnny, because I seen a guy, one of my riders on my bus. He came on with a big Washington Husky shirt on, And then I ran into my other ex-Husky, Donald Watts.
Oh, okay.
The same morning.
They might have a scrimmage going on or something.
They're supposed to be having the Knicks parade today, aren't they?
Oh, is that right?
Yeah,
The
in New
Knicks?
York. Yeah.
Oh.
In New York. It's supposed to be a big. They haven't won it in 50 years or something like that.
I have the slightest.
Yeah. Supposed to be a parade in New York. Celebrating. They look like they can do it again.
They might. Them boys is they be playing.
Mm-hmm. Grimy. I kind of watched a documentary on them. They almost had their whole Villanova team on New York at one time.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah, all them guys played for Villanova, man. And they won it for Villanova, and they end up coming to New York.
Who did Brunson play for?
Villanova.
Oh, he played for Villanova too?
Yeah, when they won the championship. So they brought the same crew and started winning in New York and won the championship. NBA.
That's the way to do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. As soon as I saw him playing, I really vibed with him when he went to New York. Then he really was showcased more. You know, and I just said, God damn, this motherfucker is raw.
I didn't even follow nobody this year.
Yeah, that's what I usually do. I usually go with people. Like I used to be with Kawhi. You know, I'm always with Kawhi. You know, Iverson. You know, I was with Shaq when they won. I was more on Shaq's. I was a Shaqateer and, you know, that kind of thing. Magic.
You didn't follow your boy LeBron?
Yeah, I like LeBron. I like LeBron, but
he was too much of a crybaby for me.
I ended up getting a lot of LeBron shit, man, because he, like, the first team they played was Sacramento in the NBA. That was his first game, and I ended up getting his jersey. He just left it up right there on the table, and I went in walked in the arena, and it was right there. I said, "Whoa." Something like that. Went something like that. I got a hold of it. That and his shoes, some of his shoes, all that shit.
You can't wear that.
Oh yeah, I like LeBron.
You can't wear his size, can you, Kente?
Hell no. What size you wear, Kente? Oh, he gone.
Yeah, he's gone. I think he couldn't hear y'all, so he went out, and here he is. He had to go out and come back in.
Well, yeah, I always thought LeBron couldn't finish it though. He needed somebody else. When he first came in, he was all that. His first year, I was like, damn, people can't keep up with his level. And then he kind of was getting exposed, you know, in a few ways, you know, to where he needed Dwayne Wade. He needed was homeboy that won it with him. Wade in Cleveland, in Cleveland. Who won it with him? The guard.
Yeah.
Who went to Dallas? He went to Dallas. He played with he just raw burn the sage and shit. He was burning sage.
Right. I know who you're talking about. I can't think of his name. I can't remember his name. Yeah.
Let me go through my alphabets again.
Yeah, I quit following it after Sonics left Seattle.
Yeah.
I watched the final. I will watch the finals though. You
Yeah,
know, I didn't know.
they're talking about bringing them back over there.
Yeah, but they gotta get somebody with some
Is it
deep
Kyrie
pockets.
Irving?
Yeah, Kyrie.
All right, wonderfuls. We're going backstage. Love y'all.
No. Who says
It's
so?
Wednesday. It's 11 o'clock, and we're
Says
going
who?
backstage.
Well, you could have waited till 11:01.
No.
You don't give the authority. You don't have the
We
authority. You
agreed
got
to
to go
11,
through.
and that's what we're going to
You
keep.
got to go through a king to do it.
No, she does not. Not today.
Oh, there
It's
you
the
go.
Queens in the Morning that show that happens every week on the same day, and you know this. So stop giving her the blues and let her end the damn show.
Yuck.
Thank you, sister.
Yuck.
Love y'all.
Yeah,
See
yuck
you
your
tomorrow.
mouth.
Yuck.
Backstage it is.